Broadcast rights for the Bubba the Love Sponge show have been granted to this station by the Bubba Radio Network and is intended solely for the enjoyment of your listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or any other use of this production without the express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is strictly prohibited.
It's the Bubba the Love Sponge show. Sorry for the little bit of a wait. Just got so much stuff. Ashley Daunt, better known as the Trickus of Knees, $20 on the Venmo. Mitch Lucerini opened up this morning at 9:30 with $10 on the Venmo. I think somebody yesterday, like out of nowhere, Lummy sent me like a Cash App deal, like at 5 in the afternoon or something.
Was it John Costica?
No,
he does that a lot.
Let me see who it was. Well, first it was Jonathan Delmas out of nowhere in the middle of the day. Thank you. I just got another one. Thank you. I can't even get the damn going. Hold on here, everybody. I'm shot out of a cannon. There's the Jonathan Delmas, and then there's the Trickest of Knees. Yes, I'm all up on it. No, Blitz, you're right. It was Mitch Lucerini yesterday, and then Joseph Clark yesterday.
Okay, nice.
From Charleston. Nice. Thank you so very much.
Yeah, Tria Bill and John Costica do that a lot. Tria Bill will do it like before the show, and John Costica will do it like in the middle of the afternoon.
Tria Bill. As I was going through the BARP rings.
Well, we got a hype train.
Oh, look at that. See, when we're not on terrestrial radio, we can be uncomfortable and do things like that and not have a program director call me up and say, you're on terrestrial radio and regular radio people don't want to sit through some fucking hype train for you begging for money. We just want good content.
Yeah, well, if you paid us, wouldn't be an issue.
If you gave me, what I'm worth, we would, and actually, Blitz, I was thinking about like if, like let's say we had a big time radio station pay us quite a bit of money and their one hang up was we don't like the shout outs, because I'm going to be honest with you. I wouldn't stop anything. Like, I'm like, you take the show the way the show is, because we do a video show the same time we do a terrestrial show, and that pays us a lot of money. And that requires us to shout out and recognize a certain amount of people. If that's uncomfortable for you, then you know what? Sorry. Unless it was like XM type money. Like if somebody came in and said, listen, we'll give you, $1 million, but we want the audio exclusive. We would have to consider what we're doing. But I was thinking if we had a big-time affiliate who didn't like the little stabs, is that we could open up the stop sets with, just write them all down, right? Just like as they're coming in, write them down, right?
The
Venmo, the Cash App, the PayPal, and the bits. And then when we're doing something like this, like, when we're doing... Rental Studios. It's the Bubba the Love Sponge show. Then when you're starting the show, Blitz, much like an endorsement, you could be like, 25 from Trickney, 50 from Mitch Lucerini. Looks like Hoxie came in at 60. Bubba Leiden at 100. Thank you very, very much. Right? You could do it right there.
Just name them all out during 6 minutes and 20 seconds?
No. That
you say right in the beginning?
No, I'm talking about. Did you not pay it? Are you that radio stupid? No, it's not during the hot mic, the 6 minutes and 20 seconds hot mic. That means they're not getting near the recognition. That means all the terrestrial stations, people aren't getting we're not recognizing our contributors to the largest audience possible. Right, Blitz? We're only recognizing them to the people that are, on watching us digitally.
Yes.
We have the largest audience when we're on, both forums, digital and terrestrial. So, Lummy, what I was saying is when we came back from commercials from the 620 with one of these.
Yeah.
How did you not understand that, you buffoon?
I don't have a pen. I was trying to write it down. All I have is a Sharpie.
Shut up. Sunbelt Rental Studios. It's the Bubba the Love Sponge show. You'd be like Dale Roop 50 on the Cash App. Jonathan Delmas as well. Mike Morinsky 50, better known as Big Mike. And Cherry Hill. All 25 on the Cash App, and then on the Venmo gimmick here. We got Joseph Clark, Mitch Lucerini, and Trickney Ashley. Again, you can always support the show. PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo, all at the Bubba Army. Then you hit now we're in the show. Now we're in. Boom. Hey, did you hear about the guy that got something stuck up his rectum?
Hardly knew him.
So what I'm saying, Lummy, is we could do it that way and say, you know what, we'll do all donations just bumping in as an endorsement. But we will, you cannot stop us from recognizing the people that have kept this thing going for since we've been pretty much listener funded since 2017, yep. Right? We've been completely, not all, we're about 80% listener funded since 2000.
Hall of Famer Airtight Ski Pole, 5100 bits.
By the way, Blitz, you are to be commended on the Hype Train air compressor timer. Thank you. It just did it. That thing, only runs now on hours that you got it set for.
Hall of Famer Hierarchy 65, 10,000.
Will Wilson, T-shirt Will, 25. And then Blitz with our affiliates would say, listen, occasionally, maybe one time a day, we will have a hype train, and we will go ahead and agree to keep it at 5 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes. Yeah. That's all, So
his Happy Wab IFOP 2023 Hall of Famer 1,000 bits.
Thank you so much, Blitz. So we can get the best of both worlds by saying, hey, listen, potential big-time city like Los Angeles that wants to carry the show. I know that you just think it's a big shakedown of listeners and recognize and bits and subs and all that kind of deal, and you might think that gets kind of convoluted within the content, which potentially might. Then we'll give us one hype train a day, and that can last no longer than 5 minutes, and all shout outs and recognitions of people that have contributed will be in rejoins as part of a rejoin deal. They would go with that. That'd be perfect. So. I mean, that would require you to have to write them down, though.
Would we up the instead of like 1,000 bits, like maybe 5,000, or would we keep it at 1,000?
I mean, you could run through that.
Yeah. Okay.
Like right now, for instance, like let's just practice. As a hype train over, is it still going?
We're still going. Level 8, 4 minutes.
Since we are digital only, we can continue this on. But like if we were on regular radio right now under our new rules, then it would be a violation. It'd be past 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the.
But look at all your big Sling and D's right now, right? Do you have them written down, or do you have like a little hopper? You can go to that little section that shows you today's big ones, right?
Yeah, I got my hopper.
All right, so let's practice as if we were coming back from affiliates, okay?
Okay.
Ready? Hold on, stand by. This is all practice, okay? We still have Hype Train going too. Live from the Sunbelt Rental Studios, it's the Bubba the Love Spot Show. I love it. Throw it over to Lummy. Lummy, what are the big Sling and D's?
Hall of Famer Hierarchy 65, 10,000 bits. Airtight Ski Pole, 5,100 bits. His Happy Wap IFOP 2023 Hall of Famer, 1,000 bits. T-shirt Will, 1,000 bits. Why'd you sub 1,000 bits? That's it.
And then I would say Jonathan Delmos, Dale Roop, Will Wilson, all on the Cash App. Thank you so very much. Let's take it over to the Venmo. Willie, we got Trickney Ashley and Mitch Lucerini, Joseph Clark late yesterday. Thanks so very much, guys. You guys are what keeps us going. Boom. Blitz, that was exactly, let me hit stop. That was 27 seconds.
Nice.
And we got it all done.
Plenty of time.
27 seconds.
Let's go.
And Blitz, let's not forget that within my syndication deal, I have 8 total minutes built in for, endorsements. And, that's why everybody at regular radio hated me back in the day, because my contract states that I can go out and do my own deals and promote them and have up to 8 of those a day.
Chico, 2213, 2,000 bits.
And so, Blitz, when I would cut a deal with, Red Line Oil or, Simpson helmets or, whatever. And I would come back and say, hey, it's Bubba the Love Spin Show. And don't forget my good friends at Simpsons. If you're looking for a race helmet, man, they're the best. or you're looking for some, Lummy, the best 5-wide wheels going on the market right now for your late model guys would be, of course, the Valco guy. My boy David up in Valco. I think the slug line for Valco wheels is made by racers for racers.
Yes, it is.
They sprint cars, midgets, 5-wides. I think even some other ones, some like super, like some the super modified deals. It's all that Valco wheel. Is it Valco wheel or is it Valco.com? Lummy? I don't know if it's ValcoWheels.com or if it's Valco.com.
Valco.com.
There you go. Valco. V-A-L. Say it, Lummy. V-A-A. Is it L?
VAH.
Yeah.
VAHLCO.com.
You're so stupid.
Hall
so
of Famer
much.
Scout and Bingo gives it 20. Or
VAHLCO. Valco.
Hall of Famer Scout and Bingo, $25 cash PayPal.
So Blitz, like
Donkey Teeth gives it
all these other radio personalities is like Bubba is the king of plugola. There's rules against that. You can't plug people for products. You can if it's part of your contract. And you've disclosed that, and they've agreed upon it.
I'll plug some people for products.
Sure.
Scout and Bingo, another $25 PayPal.
Say it, Blitz. You're open for plugs.
I am.
Say it. And Blitz,
as long as I'm the one plugging, whatever that means.
I mean, like
sure
Blitz. Like for instance, if there was like a gun, like a bullet, like let's say Remington, or
Lamborghini.
I'm trying to start on something that might be obtainable.
Okay, fine. Ford.
Might be obtainable, but let's say that like
Okay,
Remington,
fine. Hyundai.
Kia.
I'll say huge 6 times the show. Give me a new Kia,
If
baby.
there's anybody that would be interested in Blitz being your spokesperson, I would have to cut a deal. And like Blitz, my co-hosts don't have that same. But I'm all about spread. Like I'm all about like if something made more sense for you to endorse than me.
Right.
Absolutely, you have it.
Yeah.
Lummy, I'm the one that I think I got you a Tampa Tarpons paid appearance, right?
Yes, and also, when the liquor people came to you. I mean,
The what people?
The
Is that
liquor.
an L? Okay, I thought you
The
said
liquor.
I thought that was an N.
Oh,
It's
no.
like, oh my God.
Whoa, hey.
Whoa,
Just saying.
no. Liquor.
Yeah. So and then like it, I think Bruce Midority blew the deal.
But you still thought of me?
But they're like, hey, we need one. Bubba, can you go to $4 games for an hour as a meet and greet as part of this liquor company, and they'll pay you. I think it was $1,000.
Well, Lummy's the liquor expert on the show.
And I was
That's
like,
right.
no, I won't. But you know what? How about Lummy? And so they went to the client. They're like, yeah, we'll take Lummy. And I was like, Lummy, guess what? $500 a gig, which gives you $2,000.
Woo.
And then the company, me, for allowing you to go, we're going to get $500. I'm going to make $2,000. You're going to make $2,000.
Perfect world.
I mean, because I just can't do all that promotion. I mean, there's a price for that promotion.
Plus, you're not a big liquor guy.
Well, no, not only that, but I mean, I got to get something for the business.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, you know what? I just deleted Hype Train
Oh, no.
on my upper button bar. If you could get it for me,
Yeah,
please, I appreciate it.
I'll get it. It didn't take
All aboard.
240 seconds.
So, like, I wonder if we should implement that Blitz moving forward, because I do have a couple big. Stations. Lummy, we're still in a Hype Train, and I need a Hype Train music. Can somebody please find me the Hype Train music?
It takes me 220 seconds if I'm in here to get it.
It does?
Yeah.
I don't know. We got Rhett, and is Blitz looking for it too?
I am not.
Oh, okay. Lummy, you're doing it.
I'm trying. I just got to wait 206 seconds now
For what?
to get into that computer real quick.
Oh, well, does Blitz have direct access?
Not
saying is-
direct access, no.
Oh, okay.
It would take me about 212 seconds to do it.
As well?
Yeah.
All right, so the guy that's on it is probably in first place to getting it. Is that what
Yes,
you're trying to say?
I'm
About the
100.
same time.
Yeah, I'm about 190 seconds.
Blitz,
now.
could you? You're about 196 seconds off in life.
Yes.
Let me. Blitz? Could you give me like a little? Because we're running free today. Could you give me like a little? Because we're still in a Hype Train. So that fucking just. I have nightmares about that thing because you use it. Like we'll be playing some music on 199 and it's like you're like the fucking cowbell of the show. Yeah, you're Johnny fucking Train Horn. That's what you are. You're Johnny Train. Oh,
Hype Train complete.
all right.
God.
There we go. I don't need your whistles. But Blitz, I know that you have double, like you're double-handed on the whistles. You can go back
Yes.
and forth. Can you blow two at once?
Probably.
Well, let's see. Let's see if you can blow two at once. Like big enough mouth to wrap around.
Oh, nice.
Look at that.
This one's a jobber one that me and Anna got in Daytona.
Yeah, I have
At the
one.
arcade.
I have one that's, quite frankly, one of the reasons why you never hear me blow it is it sounds like the biggest pussy one ever. You ready? Now, I've had good ones. And Blitz, it's all about how they do the angles on the.
Well, it's a size. I believe that one's a little bit smaller.
Yeah, well, this is
this one's teeny tiny and only has 2.
Oh boy.
Like mine sounds like
Yeah,
one.
but listen,
Mine sounds like an amputee.
But listen to this one by itself, though.
That one's horrible too.
Exactly.
How about the one that you're the one
The
you're
Big Daddy.
Well,
the
no, hold on.
The Mike Allstott.
No. The one, the go-to, the one that you go like that's your horn, motherfucker. Yes, that.
That's the Mike Allstott.
Yeah.
Remember when everyone was blowing those things for Mike Allstott?
Mine's the
Jesus
fucking.
Christ.
Mine's the Doug Williams. I guess he went on to be great. Like mine's the Keith McCants.
Yeah. The Vinny Testaverde, please.
No, mine's the Keith McCants. Mine comes in with a bum knee and can barely be heard.
Got all cracked out and had to spend some time in jail.
Mine's dead. I wonder if I should have you go on Amazon and buy each, like everybody one.
That's my
Or
gimmick.
are we really a fucking zookeeper deal if we all got these things now?
I mean, that's my gimmick. Come on. Yours says Papa.
Mine's the Papa horn.
Yeah.
Ready? I was even saying Papa. Listen.
You can kind of hear it.
Fuck that horn. And fuck this chair. And fuck that gaffer tape that I tried to fix this chair.
Oh.
Because the gaffer tape's rolling all up on me now and everything. Fuck. We buy these cheap
I got
leather.
something in my car. Hang on one second. I'm going to go grab it.
We buy these cheap leather, these chairs, and the leather's not, like a real leather. It's like, look at Blitz's. Like if you look at Blitz's camera now where he left.
Yeah.
It's that simulation fucking bullshit.
It comes down to this gray because mine's I think just as bad.
It's like they almost take a cloth chair and spray it with like a leather-like coating.
Yeah.
And then that coating from the wear spots wears off, and you're down to the fucking gray fabric, but then the leather starts flaking off and it just gets it's like you get these black flakes, and it's just a bunch of bullshit. If we had, real leather, I don't think real leather wears like that.
I don't think so.
Real leather doesn't wear leather, sprayed white Trizash leather, Lummy, like that $150 leather sofa that you bought at fucking Rooms to Go.
It's a pleather.
Exactly. It's pleather. It's fucking bullshit leather is what it is.
Because like people picked mine apart when they sat in it, so you can just easily pick it.
I took gaffer tape, which is supposed to be the best tape known to man, and I took gaffer tape and I gaffer taped all of my chair and all the little areas that was fraying. Well, this fucking gaffer tape now is starting to fail, and it's fucking rubbing off, and it's just bullshit.
When'd you do that?
I did it about
2 weeks ago.
A month ago.
Oh.
And, I'm just gaffer taping the shit out of it. You know what I should get is a chair cover.
Remember, that's what we were going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we need to do. Get share. We need to
I got this that I just got the other day. Haven't even opened it yet. Yeah, I got bullets right here.
Anyway, Blitz, if I did have somebody that wanted to use a spokesperson, I would give it over to you. But, the company's got to get a VIG. You know that. Just saying, the company's got to get a VIG.
What did Blitz get?
Motherfucker would get like a full-blown Remington endorsement.
No,
or
I'm
something.
talking about what he's opening right now.
Okay.
Walter Vickhouse.
I don't know what this is.
20 on the Cash App.
I know what it is, but I don't know if it's any good.
Bubba, the Bubba Army at PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo. What do you got there?
So this is leather tape for these chairs, supposedly.
Did you buy it or did somebody send it?
I bought it. It's not expensive, but I wanted to try to see if it worked.
Now, can I put
all these chairs?
Can I put that over?
Probably not.
My gaffer, or I'm gonna have to take my gaff off.
I'm gonna try it on my chair to see if it works.
Okay. And then if it does, but maybe we consider just chair covers.
Right.
Let me maybe something like zebra print or something, Lummy like.
Yeah, me and zebras. And you
Or
can
pink.
have like a bear.
Anna could have a pink one.
Would you have a bear?
And I could have
a monkey.
Like I'd have a fucking gorilla one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Dan would have like a gold one. Right?
Yeah.
Dan would have a gold one. Blitz would have like a gray gunmetal one.
All right, as long as this stuff sticks, this might be kind of cool.
Yeah. Is it like front end tape they put in NASCAR?
Yeah, but it's got the leather texture and color of these chairs.
Yeah.
So
Great.
Oh, there you go.
Maybe. I knew the gaffer tape wouldn't hold, so I ordered this a week or so ago.
Anyway, today's show, at least till noon. But Blitz, what I'm saying is, formatically, if we needed to eliminate the during the program shouts, we could condense them into an out or an in. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Who sent me a Oh, yeah, Lummy, Gorilla. That's what I fucking need. Well, I mean, that's for a car. I don't know if they make Gorilla seats for an office chair. But that's exactly what I wanted. Oh, R.I.P. Oh, Mike Benz was the first picture that flashed up when R.I.P.
Poor Benz. What happened to it?
Fucking totaled.
Oh, why'd you do that?
Merch Crick did it, fucking bitch.
Oh, you didn't even do it?
No. and I wouldn't be so mad. I really wouldn't be so mad at her if she didn't. Again, if she would just listen, but because she used to be a fucking cop and she thinks she's all that, and she has a badge and she can drive all, and she's fucking got big tits, and she, just a lot of things factored into her driving mindset.
Right.
And she's just overly aggressive, and that comes from an aggressive driver. Like Blitz is an aggressive driver, but doesn't sketch me out.
Hall of Famer Scott Big Open 1,000 bits.
Well, as Dan says, I'm an assertive driver. I'm not an aggressive driver. Like I'm not weaving in and out of cars.
No. But you're right. You're I like that word, assertive. Because
I don't like weave in and out. Like maybe if I'm by myself a little bit, but even that I really don't.
Right. But you drive aggressive, whatever, assertive, very assertive, very assertive. But there's only been a couple of not freak out, but just like couple moments of concern that I've had when you're driving. And I've been in a vehicle where you're 130, 140. I mean, I've been in a vehicle where you're that fast. That's hauling ass. And, you got to have some faith in the guy that's driving 150.
Well, and really it's the people around you.
Well, I know that. But the guy that is on the wheel is also considering that when he's driving 150, and so my mindset is, okay, Blitz is going 150 down 275 as we're coming home from Fort Walton, and he is mindful of that truck to the right. He's mindful of the car in the middle. He's in the left lane, but he's mindful of that. Like you're not just you're ready for that guy in the middle lane to make an aggressive, stupid left move. You're ready for that.
And the only time I've ever really got on the brakes hard is usually when someone moves over and wasn't expecting it. I'm like, well, I'd rather hit the brakes a little hard than hit the guy. So
she drives. The Merch Crick drives, aggressively and does one thing that I hate more than anything: late brakes. Not late brakes the way Blitz late brakes, because Blitz will late brake when there's about some shit about ready to go down.
Yeah.
Other than that, Blitz will, he'll get on you, but he ain't gonna late brake you.
Right.
So we were driving to Georgia. She was driving her F-150, her F-350, and it was one of the days I got off the air like right at 10, and I was exhausted, I was tired, so I was just gonna let her drive. Well, I couldn't. I mean, I was like, Erica, can't you see you got to be looking at the vehicle, two vehicles, at least one, maybe two vehicles ahead of the vehicle that you're in back of. So when you see their brake lights or something there, then you have in order not to have an according effect, you have to know what's happening a couple places ahead of you and be able to, one, smash your brakes so you don't hit the guy in front of you, or two, get over left or right. If you can. There's been times, Blitz, where I had to brake so hard that I had to scoot over in the emergency lane, and I would have hit the guy, but I didn't, because I'm Bubba fucking Andretti. Who is calling me at this time? Hello?
Is this the Bubba Loves Fun show?
Yeah, it is. Who are you, Breaker 19? Breaker?
Hello. Cincinnati.
What can I do for you, buddy? Perfect. That's perfect ending to a great phone call. Blitz, can you follow up on our Yamaha?
Actually, I did the other day.
Okay, perfect.
Supposedly they're sending it back.
All right,
Fixed,
and then maybe is there any way we can get these CD machines one at a time reconditioned? Like, do they recondition these machines? Do you know?
So last night I bought 3 new laser heads for them.
You did?
Yep, and I bought 2 working CD players.
Lummy, here's the best thing about Blitz. I fucking hate him most of the time, but listen. Like a regular engineer would just go ahead and buy 3 new units.
Yep.
Blitz says, fuck that. I'm going to save the company, $400. I'm going to open it up and replace the units that's bad.
That's why he's the man.
Yeah,
I love that guy. I'd fucking blow him right now if I could.
You can't buy those new, but the new equivalent to those now is $1,600.
Yeah.
The laser heads and the whole assembly was under $40 a piece.
And really, bud, I only need 2. Like, I really only need 2. Now, 2 here, my machine 2's junk. Like, it's junk. I don't. So what I'm saying is, you can take 1 out of the rack. I never use 3 in a row. Never.
Okay.
If I have 2, so that 1 gives you another slot on the board, which I don't have any idea what we could do with, but at least maybe take it out of the rack, or at least take it out of the rack and then put the 2 CDs, 1 and 2, both CD pots together. Because right now I got a CD pot, a dead pot, and a CD pot. If we could put them at least together, so the dead pot's on one way so the dead pot's not in the middle.
I can do that.
Yeah. Perfect. Oh God, if I got that in my SPX back, Lummy.
You'd be.
And also, Lummy, I had a meeting with Blitz about him getting like a instant replay, or one of these things. One of the
Mexicans.
Yeah,
and
get me a Mexican.
I'm getting Blitz a Mexican.
Mexicans.
Getting him one of these, because the show just organically stumbles upon things that we could potentially have as a sound effect. We got.
So hold on.
We got like that, and we got Mexicans. The show. We got
You want your CDs to be CD 1 and 2. So basically, you want 3. You want 3 now to be number 2.
Blitzy, I either want my CDs to be 2 and 3 or 1 and 2.
All right.
So whichever's convenient for you, as far as which one you want to make. Whether you want to make CD 1 the dead one, or you want to make CD 3 the dead one, doesn't matter to me. Probably I'd prefer my CDs to be 2 and 3, because it would be loaded. I'd have them on top of here, then I have this little dead. Blitz, you think you should take that? I think you might want to take that Blu-ray player out too, don't you think?
Sure. Blitz is now inside here.
He is?
Yeah, he's right.
How the fuck did he do that?
I have feet.
Which one is he?
I have feet and legs. I'm able to walk.
He's behind Or
oh, you don't got to do all this. Hey, bud, you don't got to do this now. Oh. No. I wasn't, buddy. I was just saying.
So you'd want 2 and 3?
Yeah. But
he's doing it now. He's standing by.
Well, can you tell me what you're doing? Because the middle CD is the dead one. Okay.
He seems like he's switching them.
He's back here we're doing on-air wiring is what we're doing, ladies and gentlemen. That's the type of world we live in. Let me take all this stuff down here. Because you can, if you want to take that Blu-ray machine out of circulation, you can do that too. Because I don't think, Lummy, I can't tell you the last time we played a Blu-ray or even needed to play a Blu-ray.
I don't
even know that the Blu-ray even comes up on the board.
Does it, Blitz?
All right, so try CD, your player 1 here.
Yeah?
Should now be controlled by 2.
Oh, okay.
Does it?
Oh, let me try. If I put something in here. Stand by. Now, CD1 is the one that's the most temperamentalist. 2's gone. 2's junk. Yeah. And 3's perfect. All right, so here, if I hit CD, CD1's doing nothing. And then, well, first of all, Blitz, still queuing. That's how fucking Had the laser Willie on a deal. Still queuing. Motherfucker. Okay, here we go. All right, hold on, Blitzy. Here we go. Here. Hold on. Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. Perfect. Now, Blitz.
Yeah.
One of these days, can you take out the Blu-ray and CD too?
Yes.
And put the other one, stack the other CD on top of it?
Yes.
Thank you. That's on air engineering right there.
That's why he's a stud.
Well, it's not good. I mean,
Baller. He got it done. He switched it real quick.
I wonder if he's bummed that Anna's out of town.
Probably.
He's probably, you know what? I bet he's on that fucking. I bet he's been using that.
Penis pump?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's been pumping the night away.
Much.
He can't even walk down to UT because all those bitches are in Boston.
Yeah, it's fucking cold and raining, so they're all bundled up anyway. You can't see shit.
Yeah, yeah, they're all.
So I'm thinking about getting one of the newer players as well that also plays Solid State.
Which Solid State?
Matthew
Matthew Hoxie, 25. George Tiska, 50. Venmo, which is at the Bubba Army. Thank you so much.
Tiska.
Tiska. You're thinking about getting a what now? A wash and wear, Willie?
Yeah. Dry fit.
What are you thinking about getting?
Solid State player, so that you can also play like USB and memory cards.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What would you do? Like, where would you put that? Like where CD1 is now, maybe?
Yeah, I'd move CD1 down and put that above it probably.
Yeah. And then that would be on CD1, Solid State Willie?
Yeah.
Really?
Wow.
You know, they made that shorter shit. That's like space shuttle shit for me. So anyway.
I just don't know if it'll work integrated with your system the way you have it.
Rhett, are you there?
Yes.
You know, buddy, listen. This fucking U-Log deal will not load on my Facebook. It just will not load, buddy. I even took my screensaver off and plugged it into a power source all night long, and it just goes. It's on my computer, and then I go to my Facebook creator page, and it says upload video, and I put it all in there, and then I say, U-Log, Bubba Army U-Log for the holidays. Hey, listen, Bubba Army, if you get together with your family and you'd like to have a continuous U-Log, play this one. Plus, we might make a few dollars. We love you. Yippee-yo, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, U-Log Willie, all that kind of shit. Then you go upload, you hit the upload, boom. They ask if you want to schedule it or if you want to publish it now. Well, motherfucker, I want to publish it now. So I hit publish now, and then it just gives me this little blue fucking spinning deal, and then over here it says % completed, and it just stays at 0. And I'm talking for days, motherfucker, days.
Semi-autoglass Travis, $25 cash PayPal.
Thank you very much. So...
I mean, he's talking days.
I'm not talking days, but I'm talking. I started the process yesterday at like 3 o'clock, and this morning.
Oh, the Canadian version.
What? What do you mean?
The process.
Oh yeah. So, what are you thinking, Rhett? What?
The fuck are you thinking?
I can try and get you a shorter one because that file is still huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
So like maybe
Huge, Tampa. Huge.
Maybe an hour 30. Because Blitz, we've loaded shows. We've loaded what? We've loaded like 2 hours up on there before. Yeah. How about cut it in half?
Like an hour 45.
Yeah, like an hour 45, and then I'll try to go get it and start that process again.
All right, if you want to delete the one that's on the back end now for Facebook.
No, don't.
Okay.
I don't have to delete it. Just
leave it for now. I'm trying to download it.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, let's see. Blitz is up to some shit that you don't even know about, motherfucker. That's how he rolls.
Actually, Rhett, can you just put it on a thumb drive and give it to me?
Yeah, I got you. I'll do it that way.
Thumb drive, fucking Willies.
Thumb drive all day.
Thank you for the thumb. All right, so Rhett, you got that?
Yes.
And then Rhett, I want you to give the best of the end of the year to Blitz too, because I want to put that up on our podcast.
Okay, yeah, perfect. I'll make sure I put both of those on the.
And then
drive.
Blitz is also going to put the best of Lummy's of all this week or last week or whatever on the on the podcast, the Bubba Army. Anywhere you get your podcast, go and look, because we're going to have all the best ofs and the best of 2022.
Perfect.
Which premieres what, Friday?
Yeah, Friday at noon.
Hey, will you send me a text like at 11 to let me know that it's just you or Blitz or somebody, or the group text?
Yeah, I'll make sure I
maybe
send a
group text
reminder.
everybody, because we're on a group text, Willie. We're very high tech, and we got that.
Honest Full Jam Clam, 1,000 bits.
The premiere feature worked out yesterday pretty well for uploading the full show, so I was probably going to plan to do another one today at 5 p.m.
What do you mean, another what?
Well, another premiere, because you know how you had wanted the previous day's show up on YouTube?
Yeah.
So I was going to do it today and schedule it for 5 p.m. and have it premiere again if you wanted to check out the chat and stuff like that. Because there was like...
Premiere what? Today's show?
Well, yesterday's show.
Yeah.
The Twitch exclusive show from yesterday will go up today at 5
Yeah.
as a premiere.
Yeah.
So if you want, I can also send you the link to that one and check out the chat. There were like 200 people in there yesterday.
Yeah. If you could, anytime you're doing any of that premiere... Here, let me simplify it. Anytime you're doing any premiere shit on YouTube... send everybody, send the BRN group text a reminder.
You got it.
Well, hey, everybody, the premiere of such and such starts in 1 hour, and then could you maybe potentially send a link or?
Yep.
Oh, yes, sir.
I got a question for you,
Yes,
Sponge.
sir.
And it could be
I'm in a good mood.
Christmas taking time off. So I mean that's
I
fine.
gave you all next week off,
No,
buddy.
this is with you, buddy. This is
You
with
squeezed 2 extra days out of me,
This is with
buddy.
you. I got a question about you.
Aren't you happy that I did?
I'm ecstatic.
Nobody fucking thanked me.
Oh.
Nobody thanked me that we were supposed to work 2 days next week, and I said, just willy-nilly, let's fucking take them off. Pay. Hold on, motherfuckers. Paid.
Well, I'll be here working, but I can actually get some stuff done. So
I understand
I'm
that.
happy about that.
But there are some people that won't be working. It looks like we'll probably all be working, but not. It's not a structured have to be here at a certain time. It's work at your own pace. Almost kind of a work from home kind of deal if you need to.
Yeah. Remote.
But nonetheless, you're getting paid for it. Nobody thanked me. Anyway.
Well, we thanked you on the Army and Blitz.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, you're talking about Red.
And Rhett didn't say a fucking word. Rhett, man, and Rhett got that fucking huge bonus. Not a word.
Thank you for the bonus.
He's almost
Bubba.
a millionaire.
Motherfucker,
It-
no, for
that-
real.
2 days, Brett. In the
Like
2
for real,
days.
like for real, like you're doing better now, money wise, when that bonus is included, than you did at Cox.
Oh, I mean, by 300%.
Right.
They only ever paid me $10 an hour.
Right, like so, you got to think, man, you are barely fucking even really over that. I mean, like, I know you come for Cox and you work for them, but
Yeah,
it was
he comes for
mostly
Cox.
it was mostly what promo. Wasn't even that much video shit, was it?
No, it wasn't a lot of video stuff, but I was doing board op and like on air stuff.
Yeah,
too.
like bullshit stuff.
And he came
yeah,
from
all that
Cox.
bullshit stuff.
Came for Cox.
Yeah, so, but you weren't really doing shit. And
No,
I
nothing
guarantee,
that was paying me well.
right? And I
He just
guarantee
came
you,
for Cox.
I was working my ass off over there.
and
though.
I guarantee you didn't have the camaraderie that you have here. I guarantee you that you couldn't just go out back and fucking light a big fatty up. I guarantee you that it's just far more stringent and sterile.
No,
and,
I told you the story. I got 2 imaginary write-ups from Olivero.
for what?
For talking about you and your show.
To who?
To literally him. Because there were 2 separate things that had happened. It was one time when Gargiulo had approached Drew at the bar, and then there was another deal.
No, Drew approached Gargiulo at the bar. Drew was heckling Gargiulo at the bar.
Oh, I didn't know a whole lot about the situation, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But then there was
And
another
by the way,
time
by the way, I am friends with Drew, so I'm just like I'm not trying to like, and I'm friends with Rob, so like I'm just telling you how it happened.
No, yeah,
I was supposed to have lunch with Drew, but I think Drew got cold feet.
Mm.
So anyway, continue on. So there's that instance that you were speaking about what to another employee.
I think I had, yeah, like I was talking to Danielle about it, who was my boss at the time, and she worked under Mike, and he walked by and heard us, and then he came to me later and was like, hey, you can't be talking about that shit in here. And then there was another time, this was before that instance, where 25 was at a bar crawl that they had, and like I had kind of asked Mike about it, because I was a mark, you know what I mean? I was like 18 or 19 at the time, and I was like, oh, like, are you guys cool? Like, that's cool, you know what I mean? And he's like, don't even fucking worry about it. Like, it's none of your business. So the time that he really got onto me and told me that I was one write-up away from being fired was when I had tweeted at Seth on his first day here.
Oh, just like congratulations, you sound good, whatever.
Literally, it was. So you guys were talking about Jameis and like how Jameis is, how the team was kind of built to
A Bucks thing.
Yeah, it was a Bucks deal. So I chimed in literally at Seth Cush, the Bucks are built to accommodate Jameis mistakes. And then 2-3 hours later, I got a text from Olivero that was like, "What the fuck are you doing? Texting some guy who's working for someone that we have an active lawsuit against." You look like a horrible representation of the company right now. I'm starting to have serious doubts about you and your future here.
You mean the guy that I used to fucking pay $2,000 a month out of my own pocket so that he would make the transition from iHeart to Cox because Cox didn't have enough money to pay him? That's what I don't fucking get.
Well,
I mean, Blitz, you call it like you see it. I don't ever ask you to say one thing or another, but that's shitty. That's fucking shitty. Yeah. If I got you your job, Blitz, and subsidized $2,000 a month so that you could work for this particular company because the other company was getting ready to fire you, and then I can see you not liking me and you can't like me because, corporately you can't, because I understand that. But you don't have to go and fucking hate necessarily be the Bubba, if you talk about Bubba policeman, and continue the fucking Bubba is a bad guy hype. I think you should just stay out of it. Right? Because, what have I really done to that guy?
I was a big scuttlebutt back in the day with the people in the back when you were paying them. Because they're like, oh, this guy gets paid, never has to show up. Usually when you'd get on somebody and then you'd hear him start talking about him.
Yeah.
He never would show up. They're like, oh, we paid this guy. He's imaginary.
So the guy, a Rhett that's kind of you spoke about Bubba Enforcer over there, right? Yeah. Because Anna got hit up by him too. Yeah, when Anna got here, when Anna got there day one at Cox, Mike Oliveira has a little. I guess it probably matters what department you're in, but
no, it's everybody. I mean, even every promo person that worked there had the same speech.
Right, by him for some reason.
Yeah,
it's like Keith made him the guy that had that talk, and the talk went a little something like this. Hey, listen. Never speak of Bubba the Love Sponge ever. Not to anybody. Not on the air, not here in the building, not out anywhere that we can hear it, not socially, not ever. Don't ever let that name come out of your mouth ever. Period.
That's pretty much exactly what it was.
He is the devil. We hate him. He is absolutely the devil.
Mike didn't like me while I worked there, and a lot of my problems with him don't even stem from that. It was just other workplace politics that came into play, and it really pissed me off at the time.
But and we have politics. We don't have a lot of politics here. The only politics we have here is make sure that you keep Blitz and Lummy. Bubba and Blitz happy. Yeah. That's it. That's really all you got to do.
Yeah, and I will say that, like, when I was working at Cox, I tried to do as much stuff as I could. Like, that was my first radio job, and honestly, for promo, I was working 50 hours a week most of the time, and I was finding avenues to do other shit. Like, I was doing Johnny B show with Anna 4 or 5 nights a week sometimes. I'd fill in
unpaid.
For her or Will.
Was that unpaid?
Yeah, unpaid.
Yeah, so you would do your paid little board op for 2 hours deal, or your go hang some banners at Janice Landing deal.
Exactly.
And you just wanted to come for Cox.
And so then,
I just wanted to come for Cox.
So then, you got permission. Hey, can I hang out on these various shows? And you hung out on some of these various shows, but it was unpaid.
Yeah, usually the on-air stuff was unpaid. I was getting paid as a board op, and I trained for 6 months because they have 2 different board op systems that they run. The one that they run for the Bone is different than like the cluster with the music stations.
Yeah, because it's different software they need for the music and voiceover automation compared to spoken word.
Right. So I spent 6 months training up on both of those, doing a bunch of overnight shifts, 12 to 6. And I finally got put on the schedule, and I had talked to Olivero about this. I'm like, listen, there's not a lot of promo work right now. You know what I mean? It's after the holiday season. Stuff is slowing down. Let me do some board op hours. And he's like, that's fine as long as you get more hours in promotion at the end of the week. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. So I worked out my hours.
Well, I
talked with the schedule. Everything was fine. She put me on the schedule, and then she called me in, and she's like, hey, did Olivero know you were going to be put on the board op schedule?
Who did the schedule?
Upset. Sam, the 97X chick.
Yeah, she would make the schedule for all stations and board ops and promotions and all of that.
Yeah, at the time.
Right.
Well, the promo gigs you could pretty much sign up for. Like, that would kind of schedule itself out. But
God, that's so corporate.
Yeah,
it's
the board
just so
op.
fucking corporate.
Well,
It's so, and you know what? It's so just local. It's, you know what it is? Local corporate. We're non-corporate global. That's what we are, Blitz. Global, non-corporate fraternity.
Yep.
I was so taken back because he went behind my back and then asked for me to be taken off.
Am I on the radio? I'm hungry.
Yeah. Well,
Mama.
I got all this started because I was asking about.
Mama, I'm hungry, Mama.
I was just asking about if you were going to do a food review this week.
I don't know. Fuck.
And that's why I said I know it's a holiday, so if you don't get to it, like I get it.
Yeah, let's cancel the food review.
Okay.
That was like 40 minutes ago, Blitz, too. You got your answer.
I'm talking to fucking Rhett. We're talking some inside radio, so everybody shut the fuck up.
Oh.
Having fun.
I might go to Bob Evans.
Oh, Bob Evans, strong.
I haven't been there in a long time.
You can do a Uber Eats gimmick?
Where's
You're
Bob
gonna be
Evans?
like
I don't think there's one around here.
you're gonna be like Rhett and like Uber Eats some shit in
Oh no,
here.
I'm talking like tonight.
Oh yeah, tonight.
No, if I was to order while here, I would ask people if they want anything. That's the polite.
I'm
thing.
gonna tell you.
That's what the rule is around here.
I'm
That's
gonna
what I
tell you.
thought the
I'm
rule
gonna
was.
tell you right now.
So,
Who's the guy on Florida Man Radio, the midday guy who has a beef farm?
Oh, Jonathan Morris.
Yeah.
Morris Farms.
Now isn't Morris Farms like that's his farm, and he raises cattle, and I think like sells the beef. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that's their gimmick. And so remember when we went to the Florida Man Radio Stogies and Spirits deal?
Yeah.
And they were introducing all the on-air people and stuff like that, and what's the guy's name? Jonathan.
Yeah.
Jonathan gave me like this box of steaks and stuff. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you
Looks
something.
good stuff.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. In Blitz, I've had plenty of steak.
Right.
It is some of the best steak I have. I'm talking like Fleming's, Charlie's.
Damn.
I'm talking about my Lord. Blitz, he gave me like a couple fillets, a couple T-bones, and a couple like Delmonico, like the
Oh yeah, ribeye.
the bone-in ribeye. No, the boneless ribeye.
Oh,
right,
yeah.
lip on, bone out.
Yes, lip on, bone out. He gave me 2 of those, and I swear to God,
Damn.
my God, I mean, for real. And this is a paid endorsement, nothing like that. Now, do they have their own market?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
It's in Lake Mary, I believe.
Yeah, it's in Lake Mary.
Really?
Morris
Yeah.
Family Farms.
Sausage. My daughter just made all the sausage, guys.
And so, Blitz, so am I assuming that they raise all of their own stuff and then
I
have
know they used to. I think they might have sold their farm, but they still get it from the same place or something. But
what I'm saying is, like, I think everything. So they think they grow or they go and go to a big produce
farmer's market.
Yeah.
Right?
go to the San Juan market.
I don't know if he's growing his own steaks or not,
Well, he's probably got a big steak tree out back.
but his steaks, this guy's Jonathan's.
For somebody.
Go give me that steak gimmick again. Oh my God.
Brisket, or chuck roast, or flap steak. Oh my goodness, or picanha. Or if you just want to go outside and go on the grill.
Oh, but
Kanye.
let me show you what I got. He gave me like 3 of these.
Okay.
He gave me like 3 of these.
Jesus.
Yeah. And he gave me like, hold on.
Oh my goodness. Or
And then some of this bone. I don't know where the T-bones would be. Which ones are the T-bones?
The ones with the big T-bone in them?
Which one? This one right here?
Honestly, I can't see them, but I don't.
3 T-bones. Anyway,
The T-bones look like maybe they're in the back.
Lummy, I want to see if I can call him up. I think he's probably live on the air right now.
Yeah, ask him where my steak's at. He's
No.
going to send me some steaks.
No,
And
okay.
on some vegetables.
Blitz, you just can't throttle the guy, right?
No, you
We're gonna
have
rub
to.
his belly
But he
a little
said he
bit.
was going to send them.
Okay,
Where are they at?
listen to me.
Whoa, Blitz.
Where are my
Blitz,
steaks at?
Back it down, bitch. Because when I get him, let me rub his belly a little bit, and then I'll get to where's the Blitz's steak steal in, okay? Play it my way. Don't play it right out of the hopper. Hey, numbnuts, this Blitz, where's my fucking steaks? You
That's what
promised
I'm
me.
gonna say.
Well, then I'm going to turn your mic off.
Where are my steaks at?
No, here's the thing. If you do it your way, it comes across rude, and you may not get your motherfucking steak. If you do it my way, buddy, guess what? You're going to get your steak. You want your steak or not?
If I do it my way, I'll get the whole cow.
I feel like I'm talking to a kid. I do. I feel like I'm talking to a kid.
I'll get the whole cow.
All right, let me see. I'm just gonna call. Let me like.
Just call him up.
We're digital. We can do whatever fuck we want.
Yeah, of course.
Is this not slow form radio?
Yeah.
Butch, can I get 6 or 1 goes out? 6. I don't want to use the warm because then he has my warm line number. Does
6 is fine.
6, okay. What's the place called?
Moore's Family Farms.
Where's my steak at?
You just shut your fucking hole right now, okay, buddy? And that comes.
And on his vegetables.
That's a direct order. That is an absolute direct order. Do not defy it. Your technique's just a little abrasive, buddy. And you got your fucking hat on too now, don't you? I'm letting that go now.
My what?
Your hat.
Yeah, you said during these shows we can.
Oh, okay.
You said it yesterday.
All right, no problem.
Then we can eat.
Sorry. Hello. I'm literally trying to call my affiliate,
The morning guy.
Studio Line, and the midday guy, and give him $1 zillion worth of fucking free promotion. And I think I just got maybe I got hung up on.
All right, now we tried it your way. Can we try it my way?
Well, I mean, we got to get.
I know.
We got to get him on. We got to get him on the phone.
Maybe his finger slipped off the pickup button.
Yeah, where my steaks at?
I'm gonna text Shannon. What's the warm line?
Did your finger slip off my steaks as well?
Shannon.
My steaks. Where's on his veggies?
What's the Florida Man Radio's hotline? I want to call Jonathan live on the air and put over how good his steaks are. But the stupid fuck is not answering the phone.
Let's pick Kanye.
Maybe he's not even live today. Well, here, let's go to Florida Man Radio. Let me send me a link immediately to whatever.
All right.
And see. Well, here I guess I could go on live. Here.
If you scroll up a little bit, it should have a listen live. But I'm sending you one now.
No, okay, you're sending me one now.
Yeah.
Thank you. I can listen live right here on air. All right, but you're sending it to me.
Sorry.
Goddamn, Lummy.
Just trying to get on a click.
You just are such a.
Oh, I want to win Shannon's sack.
A loaf of bread was 49 cents.
Right.
Yeah, that's him.
So now living wage is $9 or like, I don't know, what is it? Is it $7.25 now? On the federal level.
Yeah,
Florida, we're
Jonathan.
at 10 right now.
So we know.
But a gallon of
So we know that he's on. We know that he's on the air.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Here I got Shannon. God bless that little motherfucker's soul. By the way, Blitz. Shannon confirmed he will be at BARP.
Awesome.
So I mean that's kind of some star power, ain't it? Right. We got Sumo. We got Shannon. We got. I got to get a thing from Ty J.
The subscriber you have dialed is not in service.
Melissa Carpenter. Blitz, hold your fucking nutsack. Melissa Carpenter, $200.
Thank you, Melissa.
On the
Carpenter.
on the VIN. And by the way, I think Melissa Carpenter's coming to BARP too.
So you know who confirmed
200 on the Venmo, Cash App, PayPal,
his
all
flight
at the Bubba Army.
is your buddy Alex Stein.
Oh, great.
He'll be landing January 13th and flying out January 15th.
Oh, it's actually you tell him it's February. We moved it.
Sent me his flight information.
Subscriber you have dialed is not in service.
Hmm.
If you feel you've received this message in error, please hang up and try your call again later. Message CA12456.
Let me call Shannon. Having a hell of a time today right now. Tell you, Blitz, I had a nice little party last night.
Did you?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Me too. I was at a 10-year-old's birthday party.
That was a party.
Let me
right?
send me
yeah.
send me the Wilson family farm again. Is that what it's called?
Moore's Family Farm.
Send it to me.
To an automatic
Send it to me
voice
immediately.
system. 3 2 1
He's calling you
4
back.
2.
Send me Moore's family farms. So I hung up, so it should be ringing right here.
Yeah.
Here we go. Hello?
Hello.
I'm trying to call this fucking country hair bear on the air right now and tell him.
You're on the air too, by the way.
Oh yeah,
Shannon.
you're on the air. I'm on the air. We're digital. We're digital, buddy. That's where all the money is. Fuck, I've been telling you.
I know.
You need to get your fucking ass. Yeah, you need to get there immediately.
Oh, Oh, I
mean, I'm not trying to be a dick, and I love you to death. I swear to God, if we're on a deserted island and you need an oral, I'd give it to you.
Custeca, 20,000 bits.
But I mean, I swear to God, I love you to death. But we're like brothers in arms. Like I can say, man, Kim's tits look nice, and you can say, man, the fucking Merch Creek's tits are nice. Like we're men.
Right.
We're like of the little sacred circle, if you will, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, men of the sacred circle. And I'd kiss you. If we're on a desert island and you wanted me to, I'd kiss you. Like,
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'd blow you. Whatever. I mean, like who never know? I'm like, you're my friend.
Yeah, Shannon, you never know.
I mean, I'm not gay or nothing.
Yeah,
I'm really not. I'm not gay. I do not.
Yeah.
I've never had. Let me tell you something. I've never had a penis in my mouth. But for you, Shannon.
Allow mine to be the first.
Well, no, but like, okay, let's say I'm sitting there with some, like I'm trying to think of Blitz, like one of my friends that I don't really like, but he's kind of, I'm like, like I don't know as well as Shannon. So let's say like Rhett, for instance,
Okay.
Rhett who works for us
right
here and so if we're all three on a desert island, and no, we're never going to get picked up, like it's done. First of all, I'm going to get with Shannon and say, hey, Shannon, we need to kill this guy. First of all, that's
we gotta eat.
Yeah, yeah. So hey, Shannon, I need you to I'll distract him, and then I'll fucking knock him over the head with a coconut. Okay, buddy. So that's the first thing. And then to celebrate, since we're never since nobody's ever gonna. I'm gonna blow you.
Shannon, can I have some of your protein?
I'll blow you, and maybe every once in a while you can blow me. Okay. I mean,
Well, sure.
Nobody's.
As long as we're on the island forever, no one,
Yeah, no.
I mean, and then later, if we get rescued,
It's hard. It's again, we're amongst the sacred circle. Like I know I blew you, and you knew you blew me, but nobody else. Now, I wouldn't even tell. Like I wouldn't even if you reunited with Kim. I wouldn't even tell Kim in the most passionate moment. Listen, honey, I did blow Bubba. You just wouldn't fucking say that ever.
Right.
Tree bill, $100 cash, PayPal.
I know, but knowing Kim, that might turn her on. She's like, holy shit, that's hot.
I let Jonathan and his producer both know that you're trying to call in.
I was trying to call in and talk about fuck them. I don't even know if I want. I don't even know. I got you on the phone now.
I want to know, Shannon. I want to know where my steaks are at.
Well, listen.
I was promised I would get steaks.
Listen, everybody, shut up. I'm going to ask Jonathan where my boys' steaks are, but I am going to tell you that I finally grilled the shit that he gave me. Oh my God! I mean,
yeah, it's phenomenal.
I don't even know the dude from Adam, but his steaks, like I'm talking about, like Burns, like Ruth Chris quality, like that kind of shit.
Like as good as Outback?
It is.
It's good. It makes Outback look like dog meat.
And Longhorn.
You can do a side by side with any steak from any grocery store in the state, and it would knock it out.
Or any high-end steak joint. You could go. I'd go steak to steak. I'd take one of Moore's Family Farm steak and put up the best that Ruth's Chris had to offer. Boom. Your prime rim. Your prime rim.
Yeah, absolutely.
Your T-bone versus Jonathan's T-bone. Let's go. Let's fucking do a steak 8 Mile, bitch.
So, hey Shannon, how's their jerky?
I've never had any of this beef jerky. I just get steak.
So is this guy? Does this guy?
Let me tell you something. The pork chops are it's a different kind of pork altogether, man. He has a 45-day aged pork chop that'll just blow. I make a sandwich out of it. It's like an 1.5 inches, 2 inches thick. I grill it, put it between 2 buns, and go to town.
That's other white meat.
Is he like John Dutton, where he's growing his own cattle, or is he getting it and then where's?
No. He raises it. He raises it right here in Florida. He raises cattle. He raises pigs. And he raises lamb. And then he gets his chicken from an all-natural place in Georgia, which he's getting ready to start his own chicken business too. But he raises it all right here on 2 little plots of land in Central Florida.
And then has a little market for people for retail, right?
Right. He takes his animals to the USDA slaughterhouse. They do their thing there.
Right.
And he takes it back to his butcher shop and saws it up and cuts it up. And,
now, why? Listen, you like yellow, aren't you? Are you a Yellowstone guy with me?
Oh, yeah, I love it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, don't you think that Jonathan's acting like John Dutton and Mama needs to come in like Beth and we go online with this shit?
Yes.
I mean, for real.
I've been telling him to do that forever. I like. You need a website. The guy just figured out how to use his smartphone. He's not really technically inclined.
Yeah, and he's our midday guy. I got you. Man, I fucking dropped the mic on that one, didn't I, kid?
He was telling us at the event how he had to have someone help him how to forward an email.
Yeah, well, okay, great. Anyway, I'm not talking about him as a radio host, but I'm just telling you the fucking meat that he gave me is where, I mean, I was going to call him live on the air, really put him over, whole 9 yards, and they don't answer the studio line or the hotline, the fucking idiots.
Yeah, I'm walking in there right now. I'll go tell them to pick up the phone.
All right. Hey, listen, I just want to make sure everybody know that you did verify you will be at BARP, and I'm going to get you a hotel link because you do not want to try to drive back to Orlando after this party, okay?
I've been to one of your parties down there. I know what happened.
Yeah, I mean, you'll be.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
Last time I couldn't get in the door without some substances being shoved
yeah,
in my
and
mouth.
here's the deal,
Bubba.
we've gone to some JVC to get, fucking, that's a goddamn kindergarten party compared to my shit. I mean, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
it is literally an 8-year-old's birthday party.
Yeah, I mean, literally, we're going to a fucking bar mitzvah compared to, I mean, my place, there's debauchery, there's chicks flashing their tits, there's girls taking their panties off, everybody is drunk and high and on mushrooms, and it's just fucking crazy. It's sensory overload.
It's a hell of a time.
All right, so listen, you confirmed with BTK. And hey, if BTK wants to bring old girl, Perv's ex-old lady, Angel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bring Angel. That's some great fucking.
You kidding me?
Maybe you could pull a threesome. Get one, only one. Listen, budget here, babe. Only one room, but Angel, where you're gonna sleep? Well, right here between me and BTK. Trying to help out the brother a little bit. She is pretty fucking hot, man.
Yeah.
She is hot.
She is.
Yeah. Is that fucking Farmer Jones right there?
No, that's Joey, HR. Oh, dropping mail on the floor here. All right, we'll go back there and tell them to pick up the damn phone.
All right. Hey, listen, I'll talk to you soon. I love you.
All right, buddy. Love you.
See you,
Shannon.
I blow Shannon. I mean, if we're on a desert island.
Right.
And those were the circumstances.
Now, how deserted does this island need to be?
You and I are the only two motherfuckers on it.
Well, how does Shannon come into play? How you gonna blow Shannon if it's just me and you?
This is
you bringing his dick with you?
This is a different island story.
Oh.
This isn't my Shannon Island story.
No, that's what I'm saying about the Shannon Island. How deserted does it need to be for you to blow him?
Just me and him.
After he kills Rhett.
If there's another guy there.
But
if it's me and Shannon, I blow him, no big deal, and he's going to blow me too. But if there's another guy, then me and Shannon are going to eventually, we're going to kill that guy.
Why are you going to kill him? What
so
if
we
that
can
guy
eat him?
just volunteers
that guy
just keep
sucks you off
while you're getting sucked off, he's sucking the other guy off, and he never gets sucked off.
Or we tell him this. You know what? We tell the guy, Rhett, honest to God, I want you to be honest with me, okay?
Yeah.
I mean, this is not a proudful thing for a man to have to say, okay?
All right.
I'm just saying, we're fucking talking. Are we talking real? Are we talking real? We're talking real here.
Yeah, Rhett.
Let's talk real. Stop being fucking worried about what people think about us. Let's talk real. Rhett, if me, you, and Shannon are on an island and we get together and we're like, Rhett, here's the bottom line. Me and Shannon are going to beat the fuck out of you and kill you. We're going to kill you. You may think you're tough, but us two old grizzly guys, we're going to fucking kill you. One's going to grab you and hold you down, and the other one's going to knock you over the head with a coconut fucking gimmick. We're going to kill you. We're going to kill you.
And you're about ready to run out of weed.
And we're going to kill you. And Shannon's an so we don't have to kill you because we need to eat you to survive, because Shannon is an excellent fisherman, and he fishes all day because he's so fucking rugged, and we have all the fish, and we have all the food we need.
And all those rings he has, he can make all kinds of lures and hooks and shit.
Shannon can catch a fucking fish in a minute with this fucking pinky ring.
He just puts his hand in the water.
Well fed.
Yeah, we're well fed, so here's the bottom line. But, hey, listen, eating you would be certainly not, would be nice eating. I've been eating fucking fish now for, a year and a half. So me and Shannon were talking that we've been on this island a year and a half.
Nobody taking a shower in a year and a half.
Nobody, yeah, we go and bathe in the sea.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
in the sea.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Scrub it in there.
It's like Blue Lagoon. It's Brooke Shields and Bubba Clown.
Oh, yeah, just like it.
Yeah, it's just, there it is. Blitz, wasn't Blue Lagoon, Brooke Shields and the guy were the only two people on the entire island?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So this is Bubba Lagoon. This is Blue Bubba Lagoon. So we're Blue Bubba Lagoon.
Blue Bubba Lagoon, all right.
We're Blue Bubba Lagoon. We're Blue fucking Bubba Lagoon.
Bubba Lagoon.
We're Blue Bubba Lagoon, and it's me.
It's BLEW.
Shannon and Rhett. That's it. And we've been here now, Rhett, a year. We don't know if, well, we've fucking put SOS rocks on the in things. We've fucking had a fire. We're trying. We've seen a couple boats go by. We try to, we're trying our asses off.
Right.
But we've learned how
Satellite phone's almost out of battery.
We've learned how to hunt and gather. We've learned how to eat. We've learned how to fish. But we're fucking horny, bad, and like I'm tired of jacking off.
Yeah, it's not working anymore.
So I gotta be dead.
So
no, you have to be dead.
You don't.
For real? You got a pretty mouth.
For real. So if I came to you and said, "Listen, Rhett, we got plenty of food. We don't need you for food, but we could certainly, if you don't go along with this deal, eating you wouldn't be a big deal because fucking Shannon is good on the knife. He's, don't forget Shannon did some prison time. He's good on the knife. He'll shank you, and we'll fillet you all up, and we'll eat you." And it'll be a nice little change of pace from this fucking fish I've been eating for a year. So, you can either be like blow me and Shannon like 2 or 3 times a week. Okay. Okay. Let's just say twice.
Fuck it off the sea-washed dick for the past.
Well, I gotta tell you,
you haven't heard to me. You haven't heard the deal.
Yeah, wait.
Yeah.
You might get interested here.
Shut
Hang
up.
on.
Did you shut up? God. And here's the deal. You all you have to do is blow me, like on Sundays, and blow Shannon like on Mondays, one time, and we'll let you live. And nobody's ever gonna know about it. And you just blow us. That's it. And we let you live. But if you don't, we're gonna kill you.
Where do you get to finish?
You know what? We'll finish respectfully. We won't do that. Like we're already cool that we're getting. We don't want to fucking.
Okay.
We don't need the cherry on top. So we won't blow. We won't blow in your mouth. We'll blow on some fucking seagull or something. Okay.
He's gonna fucking.
Seagull. So what's your answer, Rhett?
So Rhett,
an eternal life is a cum dumpster.
No, you're not the cum dumpster.
But you're alive.
The dick dumpster.
No, you're not. We're not dumping it in you. You're just the dick sucker. But I mean, you're alive. You're alive.
Yep.
And we have a chance of maybe getting off this island, and we will do a little blood ceremony where we cut all of our thumbs together, and we smash all 3 of them together and say we are blood brothers, and if we ever get off this island, right now we are promising each other as blood brothers that nobody will speak of this ever. And we have this little ceremony and shit, and then that's when after we do that, then that's the first night that you blow us.
Fucking by next Wednesday. Okay, guys, I gotta tell you a story. Now, I probably shouldn't be saying this.
I might cancel the wait for this.
We're back on the air already?
Yeah.
2 Wednesdays?
Yeah.
I get
by
hold
Wednesday,
on.
Bubba's
So
like, I shouldn't be saying this, but Rhett blew me.
Rhett blows me on Sunday and Monday. It just happens to be the cargo guy. The plane comes and gets us on Tuesday.
Yep.
And I'm already back on the air Wednesday because I'm Bubba Krabs and I got to make me money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I probably shouldn't be saying this. And I know that I got blood brother kind of gimmick, but
Brad, don't be mad
Rhett
at me.
sucked my dick in the island.
Twice. No, I'm saying pretty good.
It was pretty good watching that redhead bob up and down.
Wait, so would he do it?
Now, Rhett, there was a, I mean, or we're gonna kill. I mean, Rhett, if you're gonna be honest, the answer is yes. I would do it. I want to stay alive.
I would take my chances swimming away, to be honest with you.
Oh, okay. So then, when you swam away and you got tired and came back, now it's 2 blowjobs. Now because you're not gonna. You know what? You're not gonna. We're
half
gonna,
an hour swimming. That motherfucker finds.
Motherfucker
finds land.
No.
Yeah, I would take my chance to swim and find another island that isn't far away.
Yeah, good luck, buddy.
Yeah, well, we're gonna go over there too.
Yeah,
Shannon, you know where that is. I got to get my dick sucked.
Just chasing Rhett from island to island.
You're being such a liar. Let's say that you could look, honest to God, Rhett, you could go to the tallest coconut tree, look up to and look, and fucking you've not seen.
Out of you three, who the fuck's getting to the top of a goddamn coconut tree?
Well, you could go to the highest point of our island, however you could get there, wherever that would be, and see that there are no fucking there's no islands to be seen.
Always taking that chance.
And Blitz, let me ask you a question. You know, elevated like 20 feet on a clear day, like crystal clear. How
if
far?
you can't see shit, then you're not swimming to it.
What I'm saying is like when you're at Tom Bean's condo.
Yep.
And it's 100% clear, and you look due west. You know, you can't see Texas.
No.
You know, and you can probably only really see about I've been told about 75 to 100 miles.
That's probably about right.
Is about if you with the
that's a long fucking way.
With the naked eye, if you really concentrated, like if there was a boat out there, the naked eye is only good for about 100 miles, is what I've been told. And so, Blitz, how far across is it? Hey, Alexa, how far across is the Gulf of Mexico from Texas to Florida? I fucked that all up.
960.35207265 miles.
All right, 961 miles.
Good luck, Rhett.
And Blitz, you can only see 1/6 of it. Motherfucker, you better start sucking some dick.
Yeah.
Anyway, we need to ask you the answer to the question. There's no other island, period. But you live. Is your answer still we kill you? You really would get killed for that?
Yeah, I'd stand my ground. I'd try and kill you.
Stand your ground.
Yeah.
Fuck you up.
Should I be?
Listen, I don't know.
That's what
what
Lummy sounds like on Honeymoon Island.
All right, so hold on. Rhett, let me give you a different scenario. You stand your ground, but you get your ass whipped. Like literally, and like we're Shannon, we can't kill them because we want to prove our point and get our dick sucked.
Yeah,
so
drown myself.
They'll beat you up and then they'll face fuck you.
Yeah.
He'll hold you down.
You're like, oh, you want to try to beat us up? Okay, well, we're going to beat you up and we're going to kill you, but we're going to face fuck you to death. Like, that's how you're going to die. Like, you're going to die. We're not going to hit you over the head. We're going to you're going to die from us suffocating you with our cocks.
Yeah.
No,
how bad do you need this in this island scenario?
It's really fucking bad if he's going to kill you for it.
Hold on. It's not about this. This is...
I feel like I could try and talk you guys out of it.
God.
Rhett, we're creating content here, controversial content. There's not a lot of radio shows or any streamers streamers or podcasters or anybody at all that does spoken word anything that's talking about this right now.
That's actually not true. I was listening to Florida Radio. Jonathan Morris is talking about this right now.
Oh, he is, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna call him in a minute. Hold tight.
Hey there, how about
hey there, I want to let you know that
when we get on the island.
Hey there's Jonathan. Before you suck me off, man, have your wife swing on down to Morris Family's Farms, pick you up a couple pound of ground chuck, ground Russ. We got the cheeseburger mix. We got the yippee-yos with the fucking yippee-yos down here.
What's crack-a-lackin'?
What's the crack-a-lackin'?
That's his thing
So, is your answer still Rhett? Because listen, even Blitz, who's the most meanest, anti-sucking dick guy, would be like, I'd
let Rhett suck me off on an island. You're right.
Rhett, are we pissed? Rhett, did you ever think we started this out with you and your
talking about me coming for cops?
No, your radio lineage, if you will, and then we get into a full you could never have this conversation at your other bullshit radio station. This radio station is so fucking unique. This is such a unique situation.
Mm-hmm.
I tell everybody I know.
Nobody really knows how unbelievable this show is.
Well, even just the studio itself. That's what I put over whenever I tell people about the job. Because
he doesn't put over the show, Bubba. He just puts over the studio.
Not at all. Just the studio.
Of course. Look, the studio.
Know.
Here's what Rhett says. Look, the studio is great, and if we ever got an island, I'll suck Bubba off in an instant.
Yeah, but. Yeah, people don't even really radio guys. Radio guys that do their shows from these sterile little radio worlds, they can't even really wrap their mind around how eclectic and fucking cool our studios are.
There's no other studio that has a penta-octus parallelogram for a stage.
No. And there's no other studio, Blitz, that has, this dark feel and a bar and a working shower if you needed it.
And
then
a Christmas tree.
And then a riser section for guests and or, onlookers. And then, like nobody has, like this is literally like a spaceship of a of a studio. Most studios are.
Elon Musk would feel great at home here.
Is this a 12-foot Christmas tree?
Yes, it is.
Because most studios couldn't fit a 12-foot
on
Christmas
top
tree.
of the fucking stage.
Exactly.
Right.
I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, Rhett, the facility here alone is just mind-boggling. I mean, not the junk shit that you're working with, but I'm talking about, and even our studio equipment per se. Like my board is ancient. A lot of people would laugh at my board. But I'm an old school, Wheatstone guy. This is the board that I
mean, you don't really need it to do anything else.
Right. Like, but by today, regular radio boards, like they have some really neat looking, like there's radio stations and radio, like
it's all digital now.
But their boards are really neat looking. Like they got really nice boards.
Yeah.
But I'm an old school, board kind of guy. But I'm also one of the very few that run their own boards. Talk show guys. Howard doesn't run his own board.
Right.
Hannity doesn't run his own board. I think Lex and Terry run their own board. I'm kind of a throwback on that kind of deal. So anyway, Rhett, we've played Clem's Island.
And Rhett's going to be going.
You're going to get fucking killed. But before we kill you, just let you know we're gonna. You know what? You're gonna die. You know what you're gonna die of? Of a broken jaw.
Yep.
That's what you're gonna die of. And it's not. It's just. We're just gonna go just crazy. Just face fuck this shit out of you.
Take all his teeth out so you can really.
That's the first thing we do is we
gum it up.
Hold him down, and then just knock his fucking teeth out. With these bamboo sticks,
right?
And then give him a day or two to heal, Blitz, because you can't suck your dick with all those, because his mouth, his gums are gonna have gone through hell. So you may have to wait. It might be a project where we have to break your teeth out.
No, because it'll be softer. Because once they start scabbing up.
No, but then all the blood. I mean, there's blood involved, and I don't want.
Yeah.
No way.
If he's got bloody mouth, fucking.
Yeah.
No, a bloody mouth.
Fucking a chick's on a period.
Yeah, I'm not into that at all.
I think Rhett's going to HR here soon.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, Rhett quit today.
There's no HR.
Why did you quit? Because my fucking sicko boss made me play this Fantasy Island fucking deal. It's not even real. We're not even doing it. But he talked about it excessively and made me feel uncomfortable. And he was mouth fucking me and with blood. He
was gonna rip my teeth out and start gumming them.
Gave me an option of either dying or suck. I better watch out.
Yeah, careful what you say.
I go live. Next thing you know, I'm saying sucking diz. I'm live on terrestrial Riz.
Florida Main Radio.
Hey, this is Bubba, and listen, let me tell you something. Don't you answer your request lines, buddy?
I do if they're ringing, but we didn't see it
Oh,
ringing.
bullshit. First of all, this is Bubba the Love Sponge, so that you know, like, this isn't some guy living in fucking D-land. This is your morning man, okay? So I want you to understand that. Are you familiar? Are you familiar with who I am?
Yes, sir. I know who you are.
Okay. Now, I'm not trying to be a dick or nothing, but
clearly
I'm not. I'm really not. But I've been calling. I called for quite a while, and so like when you say, well, if they're ringing, that's not true, sir, because I tried calling 3 or 4 different times on the request lines, and you didn't answer. And listen, buddy, I don't know how long you've been in radio, but I've been in radio 36 years, and you cannot lie to me. Like, you can't bamboozle me. I'm not some fucking, intern here. I'm Bubba the Love Sponge. So you don't answer the phones when they ring, because I was calling and calling and calling, and
you're lucky you're not on an island.
And you weren't. So I had to play this game of, who's going to blow me island, which, at the end of the day, sir, you should be commended, sir, because you not answering the phone got me off into this super cool other topic. And it was far more entertaining than talking to you guys' stupid asses. So anyway, is Jonathan available?
Yeah, stand by.
Thanks.
Oh yeah.
In 1971, Alan Shepard hit 2 golf
that needs to
balls
be a
on the lunar
segment,
surface.
doesn't it?
with a makeshift.
Bubba rips the phone screener's ass. Florida Man Radio's phone screener's ass.
Can you fill me in? What's going on?
Yep, we got Bubba. You want to talk to him?
Yes,
Hold on. Do you want? Wait, hold on.
Hey, Bubba,
hold
you
on.
are on the Jonathan Morris Show. How are you?
Hold on. Everybody just needs to back up a little bit and realize: do you want to talk? Do you talk to me as if I'm a common man around here? Do you want
Bubba,
to talk to him?
Bubba, if you didn't hear me, I said definitely. I even pushed my break back. I was not going to break until we got this figured out.
Well, I mean, I got the phone screener guy was rude, treated me like I'm like some, deckhand bitch. I'm Bubba the Love Sponge. I'm one of the big franchises here on this radio station.
You are. Listen, it's an
and I got these minions that are treating me like a dick. Come on, Jonathan. What kind of ship are you running around there, buddy?
Well, hey, listen, we will take care of it. I will get out the cane and I'll start caning people.
Well, I don't need you whipping him in the ass like you do your cattle. Could you people please that work at the radio station realize that there are two guys? I'm really not trying to be arrogant, but there are clearly I'm not trying to be arrogant and play my shtick that I do. Clearly,
yeah, but get your minions in line.
But you minions out there need to recognize that there are two mother effing superstars at Florida Man Radio. The twin towers of talent, ladies and gentlemen. Shannon Burke and Bubba the Love Sponge. We're the two big slinging D's. So when
you're 100% right.
And when we call, man, everybody drops everything and says, "Oh my God, Shannon and or Bubba is on the phone." Hold the phone. Not do you want to go on the air? It should be a clear path to the airwaves. It should be a goddamn highway to the airwaves. And the only people that could overturn that decision would be Stevie, John, or Shane. That's it. Period.
I got you. This is what I need you to do for me, if you will, please. I need you to call back next week, and so we can try this again, and we get the appropriate response that you're looking for.
It's a one-time shot to be on the nationally syndicated Bubba. Listen. My show, I got a very large stage right now that I'm putting you guys on. It's very beneath me to put, I'm just saying, like, you guys are.
We're calling to put you over anyway.
And here's the thing. Do you know why I'm trying to call you, Jonathan? Do you know why I'm trying to call you?
No, sir, I don't.
I'm trying to call you because this past weekend I got off my ass and I grilled up some of your stuff that you gave me.
Steaks.
Okay.
And I just had a conversation with Shannon Burke a few minutes ago. I said, I don't know this guy from nothing. I don't. I know that he does middays, there, and I like the guy. He seems like he's pretty tough. I know he's got 8 kids, got a hell of a wife. He looks like a pretty tough dude. Like he's the kind of guy that could go out and dig, 40 fence hole posts and no big deal. Like, you're a man's man, if you will. And I said, so I don't know this guy, but I'm going to tell you right now, Jonathan Morris, I would put your steak against any steak I've ever eaten in my life, including like Ruth's Chris and Fleming's and all these big high-dollar steak companies. I would put your steak up against any steak I've ever had, period.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
I don't know what you guys do or like what you're feeding your cattle or like how you do, but I just don't understand. Probably because you're not like a big processing plant because you cut it and you're a man's man, so the cut, like the cut's super thick. Everything's just you leave just enough marbleization on the deal. Like, God dang, Jonathan, your meat is unbelievable. God.
Thank you, sir. I really appreciate that.
But you're missing out, buddy. Jonathan.
What?
You stupid hilljack, you're missing out. Why keep it to one little family farm? Why don't you do like the Duttons and do a big Morris Family Farms online deal? God damn, you would be richer than all of us combined.
All right, well, do you have the ability to help me? Because, I've never owned a computer in my life, so I don't have a website. I don't have a...
Jesus. I mean, yeah, I mean, we have to probably talk privately, but I got to tell you...
Yeah, it's not on the air, but we need some tech people.
I mean, do you watch Yellowstone?
I do grown man stuff with my wife. I don't watch TV.
Well, you know what? You might want to watch Yellowstone, okay? First of all, it's a man's show. And secondly, your wife, it'll turn your wife on so much. I'm sure your wife likes cowboys and like the Wild West. I mean, your wife comes across like that. Like she's like a country girl,
Yeah, Yes.
Yeah, so Yellowstone's about this guy who owns this cattle ranch and in the cattle business and the cowboying business, and I mean everything that that you would probably you're kind of a fat cowboy, aren't you? I mean, do you ride do you get on a horse and ride around sometimes?
I work my cows off of 4-wheelers. Yeah, I like to consider myself slim thick, other than fat.
Right. So, are you a slim, thick cowboy? I mean, are you like? Do you rustle up your herd and all that kind of stuff?
Oh yes, I run them in and we load them. And that's the thing that makes me different. I go out to the ranch and I round up the cows that we're going to do that week, and I get them in with my loading area. I put them on the trailer. I drive them to my
and you're feeding them, and you're making sure they're watered, and you're making sure that they're hayed, and you're doing all that, and you know how many head of cattle you got, and you know, like if one's got like a little some kind of disease or something, you gotta take him away. So you got all.
Right, yeah, you got the idea. You know what we're doing.
Well, you know why I got the idea? Because I watch Yellowstone, you dumbass. So you better start. So I got a better idea of what you're doing in life because I watch Yellowstone. So here's the Yellowstone, Blitz, what do you say here? Oh, yeah, I got it. So Yellowstone, this guy raises like 10,000 head of cattle, but he's going to lose it all because he's only making a $1.50, $1.90 on the hoof, and right. It's all about weather, if you don't have grass for this many cattle to eat, and weather and locust and just all kinds of different stuff. Well, his daughter finally calls this other ranch up, and that ranch actually has they process, not they're ranching, but they're not going to the market and selling them to, they're not selling them on the hoof. They're selling them online, and their competition, John Dutton loads them up and takes them to the stockyard. His competition actually processes it and they sold 8 million pounds of meat doing it that way. So John Dutton wants to load it up and sell it for $2 on the hoof, and meanwhile the other dudes process that. That can be you if you just had an online presence of because you're already processing them. You're not selling your cattle for somebody else to process. You're selling you have your cattle processed. You're not I don't think you take your cattle to the stockyard. You take your cattle. You take your cattle to the butcher shop.
I am the butcher shop. So the way it works is, 2 days ago I bought 6 calves from a ranch in Lake Mary. Those will be about 18 months out from going to my shop. Yesterday, so we took 2 cows 14 days ago to the slaughterhouse. USDA has to inspect them, do their thing. So I built an A-frame in my walk-in cooler, and everything's manual. So I've got to lift the cows up and get them on the hook. I don't have the rail system and all that, the winch.
Well, that's why you're so effing rugged, because you're a man's man. You're lifting these big ass cows.
Yeah, so the cows I did yesterday, one hung 570, one hung 540. We cut them in half. And then we put them up on the hooks. We hang them for 14 days at our store. So you can walk in my butcher shop in Lake Mary and see swinging beef.
Blitz, how cool would it be if I brought a camera person over and I could be Jonathan's intern for the day and be a beef processor? That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I can put you on the saw.
Yeah, I want to do it all. I want to try to lift up that 550 with you, and I want to put it on a hook, and then we take it on down like you show me the entire process, and I'd be like your little bitch for the day.
Hell yeah.
That'd be really cool.
I would choose another word. I don't need you to be that aspect of it.
Oh, shut up. I'm just being a little gangster. Now, listen. No, it's just being a little pimp here. Guys understand. But listen, Blitz, my second in command, at Stogie's and whatever the hell it was, you promised him some steaks, and he hasn't gotten them yet, and he's kind of mad about it.
Man.
Okay, so listen. And I've asked Stedman down here a couple times. And I've reached out. I haven't
you asked who?
I don't know how.
You asked who?
I don't know how to get a hold of y'all.
Stedman.
Amy had Anna's number, and she lost it. So we have we don't have one sitting out there rotten. But my wife had a vegetarian pack of just fruits and vegetables and all kind of good stuff. And then we had some steaks we were going to cut out. We were actually going to drive them to Tampa on the day that we weren't doing much. But we didn't know how to get hold of y'all, where to go.
Because you said, now earlier you said you put who? Stedman in charge of? Who's that guy?
the guy that answered the phone for you. How
Can you see where I'm coming with this, bitch? The guy that gives me a hard time, treats me with the utmost disrespect, like wants to says, "Oh, let me check and see if you can go on the air." That guy, you think he's gonna do anything pro Bubba? That guy hates me. I'm getting him fired, bitch. I'm telling you that right now.
Well, I know you probably don't want to give me the information on the air, so.
Do you now listen?
I would like to get.
How about this? How about you give him?
How
about I put you on the air or something, and I get your phone number, and we can exchange addresses. I'd love to have your number, buddy, because I think that I love the hell out of you, and I'd like to have your number and be able to communicate with you, and then I can also get you Blitz and Anna's address, and you guys can get that stuff out.
Hell yeah.
That'd be great.
But that would be like me and you doing it like as two men's and not this little bitch that's answering the phones. Two men's are doing it.
Two grown-ass men.
Yeah, two grown-ass men's. I bet you that guy can't drive a skid steer. I bet you that guy can't drive an excavator. But I bet you can.
Yes, I used to own a Honda 180 Long Reach.
Oh, hell yeah. I got a boner thinking about that.
Yeah, so back in the day when I'm from Pahokee, before I went broke, I used to do ad construction. And we would clean ponds, set culverts, clean out canals, all through Belgrade, Pahokee, around Lake Okeechobee. So I did a lot of farm.
All right, well, here's the deal. I need to talk to you on two different levels. One, how I can get some more free steaks, and two, how I can promote you on my show, and three, are you guys equipped to be able to mail stuff out, like the way Omaha Steaks and all that kind of stuff, the way they do? Are you guys prepared to, like, if you had an avalanche of orders, would you be able to do that? Like, what if, you guys got 100 T-bone orders?
Yeah, so we started in January. I'm changing everything at my shop. We're only going to be open for retail Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are going to be for production and shipping. Right now, we ship out about 60 boxes a month all over the country, and it's our Morris Deli Farms monthly meat box. And it's a variety pack.
I know, but where do people go for this?
Don't laugh at me. Facebook Live.
Oh, what?
That's my Facebook Live. That's all we got. Hey,
no,
Facebook.
Hold on. But, like, let's say I got Bubba Army that's like, I got a guy right now, Joe Airtight Ski Pole. He's one of my best friends. He's listening to me right now in Silicon Valley. He's got more money than he knows what to do with. And he's if he's a big steak eater, I think Joe is, and he would be like, you know what, I like. First of all, I love Bubba, so if Bubba's endorsing something, I like to go spend $300-400 with this guy because he's got so much money and he loves steak. But where would Joe from the West Side, Airtight Ski Pole, where would he go to be able to make a purchase from you?
Right now, and we're trying to change this as fast as we can figure it out. So maybe y'all can help me facilitate this. But right now, it's very elementary. 407-402-5686. Call and text in order to the store. We do not have a website, an ordering process. We just don't have it yet.
How are you shipping them? Are you just shipping them fresh on ice?
So right now, like for the 60 that you send out each month, those are people that are just calling the shop up?
Yeah, so we have a list, a spreadsheet, and once you join the monthly meat box, unless you ask to get off of it, we have your info. And every month, so we don't have like a database. So my daughter's in charge of credit cards. Every month, Alyssa texts you, says, hey, I'm running cards on Thursday. She runs your card for $159. She tells you what I'm putting in the meat box. And then 2 weeks later, on that Monday, we ship meat boxes out. And you get an email saying your box just
So you
got
can
shipped.
get a monthly meat box for $159 is basically what you're saying.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, what comes in that meat box, Jonathan?
So the one coming out on Monday, this Monday coming, the one's coming out.
I mean, they don't have the ability to pick their own meat box. It's just what Jonathan wants to give them.
So you can a la carte, so to speak. Like we had a guy call yesterday, and he ordered 3 of the tomahawks and 2 dry-aged porterhouses. That's all he wanted.
What did you give me? Because I don't know. They was goddamn. I think one was a T-bone.
No, that was a 40-day dry-aged porterhouse.
Oh.
That was nice,
yeah,
right?
Blitz. Now you know why I'm on the phone with this bozo, because I mean, my Lord, it's the best steak I've ever had in my entire life.
I'm waiting.
And then you gave me a couple other pieces.
I gave you a pork chop, right? Did you get the dry-aged pork chop?
Yep, I haven't cooked that yet. That's still in the freezer.
And then you need to cook that, and don't kill it twice. Our pigs don't need to be cooked white. The USDA lied when they say pork's the other white meat. God didn't make pigs white. The USDA made them white. You cook that pig, you get your skillet hot, cast iron skillet, medium heat with a little butter, maybe some olive oil. I'd rather have butter. 6 minutes one side, flip it over for 6 minutes, turn it off and let it rest, and eat that pork chop a little bit pink.
Pork schmork. That's great. Tell me about. You sent me a couple. You sent me a couple other pieces of meat.
Ribeye. I sent you our ribeyes.
Yeah. Oh my God, that was. I don't know the first one you sent me. What was the first one you sent me?
The porterhouse. Porterhouse.
But the ribeye. Oh my God, that was my favorite. It had all kinds of marbleization on it, and it was just oh my God.
And did you get the fillets? I think I put some fillets in there also.
I got the fillet too. I've eaten the hell out of all of it, my friend.
Damn.
Anyway,
now, have you shared with anybody on your team or just a one-man deal?
That's why you got to send something to Blitz.
I've completely.
He's been listing all these things he got and all this stuff, and we haven't seen anything.
Yeah, well,
what are you
listen.
talking about?
I mean, what if it sucked? I wasn't going to subject you guys to that. Now I know
Bubba has to eat all of it first.
Now that I know that
trying to kill y'all off, you know.
Oh God, I got to tell you right now.
First.
So anyway,
hey, so
I'm gonna
what if Shannon sends you my number?
Yeah.
Shannon have each other's numbers. He sends you my number. It's a 561 number, and then we get in contact. We'll get together.
Yeah.
And then right after the first of the year, Amy and I may drive to Tampa and hand deliver Blitz and honor their bags and their packs.
Well, listen to me.
That'd be awesome.
Listen to me. I hope I didn't come across rude today. Just a little stiff, trying to teach some young guns some lessons around here. But I do want to recognize within the pecking order. So you have to understand, like I'm number 2. I'm not even number 1. Shannon Burke, I'm Shannon's bitch. So like I want everybody to know I'm not trying to come across Johnny Big Pants around here. You know, Shannon runs this. Shannon's God, and I'm Jesus when it comes to on-air staff there. Okay.
Well, I'll be the Holy Spirit.
That'd be great. I got to tell you, your steaks. I mean, I don't know what the Holy Spirit where he's hanging out, but he'd love these damn steaks that this guy produces. My Lord. All right, listen, Jonathan. I'm going to figure out a way for me to be able to promote you every day on my national show because these steaks are that. I mean, that's how much of a religious experience I had. And Blitz, I can't wait because you are even more of kind of a connoisseur. I cannot wait for you to get. Jonathan, can you get him at least one of those porterhouses and at least one of those ribeyes? Those are.
I am.
What are most? Is that what people flip out the most? Is your ribeye and your T-bone?
Our ribeye is our biggest seller, and then the porterhouse and the tomahawk are the next 2 biggest sellers.
Oh.
And then, believe it or not, and you can talk to Shannon. Once you put that dry aged pork chop in your mouth,
that's what Shannon. That's what Shannon was saying. He said the pork chops are where it's at.
Yeah, Shannon wants to put
pork chop will change your life.
Yeah, well, great. We need some of that, and I'll get your number and I'll get some of that over here ASAP if you can, buddy, because Blitz wants to grill out. Soon. He wants this in his mouth soon, if you could, buddy.
I want to get my meat in as many people's mouths as I can.
Yeah. So now on my Facebook, I got like 126,000 followers. You want me to put like your fate? And can people? If I put a link to your Facebook, can people figure out how to order?
Yes, please. Morris Family Farms.
Yeah. Wait, what if I turn this? What if I turn this? I mean, what if I, because of my added promo, I better get at least some free steaks, like at least, once or twice a month if I'm giving all this stuff to you, buddy.
Listen, you turn this thing around, you'll never buy a meat again in your life.
There you go.
Now we're talking.
Yeah. So.
Hey, listen. Number one already has a free pass at the shop. There's no reason number 2 can't have a free pass.
Exactly. So listen to me though. What if like once we get back to normal programming, like January 3rd, 4th, I'm back on the air normal with all my affiliates and stuff. But what if like you went from doing 60 orders to like 300?
That would be absolutely fantastic.
Because do you have the manpower to be able to do that?
Yes. That's where we want to go. That's why we're closing the shop for retail Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So we would not ship like just once a month. We would break those 300 or 400 up, and we would ship out 100 every week. So we were always shipping.
And then and then you're going to have to do. Listen, I'm not trying to cut. I'm not trying to be a dick or not. But we're going to have like, if they're on the phone putting the order in and they say Bubba Army, then they get like 10% off. Like, that gives my Bubba Army, like, make them feel a little special.
You get me from 60 to 300, and I can afford to do 10% off. That won't even be a thing.
I mean, I'm not even going to start promoting it unless they get like at least they got.
Yes.
So if somebody says if somebody says Bubba Army, then they automatically get 10. But they can't order right now because you've not even called the bitch up that takes the orders and told them about the 10% off. She doesn't know. What if somebody? What if somebody?
Alina and Amy are listening to the show right now. If anybody calls 407-402-5686 right now.
Hold on, 407-402-5686. Is that what it is?
Yes, sir. Either call or text Bubba Army. I want a box that's going out this Monday, and we'll give you 10% off. Or you can get a box going out in January if this Monday after Christmas is too soon.
Listen, you don't understand. Like there's probably 10 Bubba Armies on the phone right now.
Thank you. I love it. Bring them home. I'm ready. I need this.
10%.
I financially need this.
So listen, you better hope that somebody's listening to your crappy show right now, and that they know that because my Bubba Army's like if I hung up the phone right now and was a secret shopper and called 407-402-5686, and I said, hey, I want to order the meat box, and they're like, okay, what's your credit card? And they didn't. And I want to let you know that I'm Bubba Army. And if you think that person right now would be like, oh, sir, well, you get an extra 10% off. Thank you for using the promo code. Do you think that person right now knows how to say that?
I just texted it to Amy, and now I'm texting it to Alita, and they're the two that answer the phone. So I'm willing to bet in the next 7 minutes, if anybody calls, it's a done deal.
I hope so, Jonathan. This is your big push. This is your big test, my friend. Don't screw it up.
I will not.
All right.
I have a feeling they're fixing to make this mic dead, though, Bubba.
What's that?
I think Stedman's fixing to make our mics dead.
Why are you Stedman's bitch like that? You're the host of the show.
Okay, so tell me this.
Hold on. Last time I checked, whose show is it? Is it the goddamn Stedman show, or is it the Jonathan Morris?
No, it's the Stevie show, and we got Bill O'Reilly coming up, Dan Bongino, Shannon Burke.
Oh, look at Stevie.
It has been a pleasure, my friend.
Hey, Bubba,
we have to go. I'm sorry.
Who is that? Is that Stevie?
That's Stedman.
Stedman, screw you for being a smartass. Which Stevie would have said that instead of you. Anyway, see you later.
Hey, thanks, Bubba. I appreciate you, buddy.
All right, buddy. Oh, Stedman, just wait till I find out who you are.
John Cracciola's son.
Oh yeah, in that case, I'm upset. In that case, sorry, Stedman. So sorry.
Best ever.
Shane's kid. Am I in Stedman Reeve? Oh, okay. Well, listen. Hey, buddy. So sorry.
buddy.
Man, I'm so sorry. I was just so fucking excited over, giving one of my fellow radio colleagues a ton of advertising for his little mom and pop farm. See, Blitz, you know what? Here's the thing. One, it is literally the best meat I've ever had. Literally. So I'm not.
It looks good.
This is not any kind of paid endorsement.
Yeah, no, it looks good.
I mean, like, this isn't even, you know what? You know what's so good about this? Is it's so organic. I didn't have any of this planned. I didn't talk to Blitz today and be like, hey, Blitz, I'm going to call the guy up and, try to help out his business a little bit and we'll do that and that. No, it's completely organic.
Mm-hmm.
And it was funnier than hell, especially me getting on the board up. Now, hey, and Stedman, please realize, talk to Shane, talk to Stevie, talk to Shannon. I'm a super cool guy. That's all radio shtick. Just being a dick, boss hogging my way around, acting like I'm all that. I'm not. I probably cry myself to sleep more than you do, buddy. So I wasn't trying to be mean or make an example out of you. I'm just funning. This is a true radio craftsman. This is how the old timers do it.
True radio funnin'.
This is just radio fun. And I mean, what other radio guy answers the phone when there's a collection agency after him? Hello, you're live on the air. It's Bubba. Hello. Tell me how much to send you.
Hello?
Yes.
Who?
Yeah, this is Paul.
Yeah, I called about Jeffro.
You're calling about Jeffro?
That's what's here for Jeff.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
I thought it'd be call sell your home.
Oh yeah, sell my home. Yes, I talked to a guy yesterday about selling my home, and they said that they were going to have a person call back. Obviously, that's you that's calling me back.
Yes.
Well, now how in the hell can you want to buy my home and you have all these stats and stuff like the guy said you would, but you don't sound like you don't know anything. It sounds like it's a fucking surprise to you. Oh yeah, home.
What year did you purchase home?
Oh my God.
I built my home in 1999. Big fucking ass mansion.
Oh.
Ma'am.
Okay.
Hey, ma'am.
Huh?
Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?
I got what? Anything been done to the house?
Have you, ma'am? Are you being held without your consent?
Are you on an island?
Yeah. Hello?
Did you have to suck a dick to get your job?
Jesus Christ, that was
Guess so.
So listen, Stedman. We're just sticking it up a little bit, buddy. You know, with every good segment, you got to have a heel and a baby face and an agitator. And we had all those elements, my friend. At the end of the day, I don't know that a lot of radio guys can just organically fucking give a fellow coworker, a guy that's busting his ass, a guy that owns a mom and pop. Oh, they're back. Fuck, I'm trying to do this Jonathan deal high spot, and I got all these people. Hello?
Oh, sorry, I lost your last phone call.
Yeah, I was just talking to you, and you're on my show and everything, and then you hung up on me.
I'm sorry, lost connection.
No, you hung up on me because I think what?
Your house?
What?
What's a call about your home to buy?
Yeah, you want to buy my house. How much do you want to give me for it?
Well, right now it's starting off $527.
527,000
cash.
Yeah.
Cash?
Yeah.
Okay, well, how do we do this? I would like to take that offer.
Well, stand by. Let me send you over to my supervisor.
Okay, 527,000. I own it free and clear. I'll be having some whores doing lines off my boner tonight. Just telling you.
Every now and then they kind of talk clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I'm talking to a fucking.
Yeah.
Hello, high and dry, looking for my 527. Getting passed off to the check guy. Write me a check.
Please continue. I'm getting transferred.
You got a dick in your mouth?
Please stand by. I'm connecting you supervisor.
Okay, yes. Please stand by. You got a fucking live one on the hook. So you'll even let me ask you about sucking dick, and you're still going to continue to try to find somebody to take my phone.
She's going to call back and say that she got disconnected.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They must have an algorithm, Blitz, to have dick sucking as like as soon as you hear that.
I'm sure they got a giant dick sucking algorithm computer.
Yeah, they got to and
drop it quick.
They got to exactly. I was just by the way, Stedman, I'm sure you're fucking just one of the most accomplished radio people in that building. Full Sail intern, motherfucker. Recognize who the man is. Then don't come in with some schmarmy ass Stevie said bullshit.
Bill O'Reilly.
And realistically, Stevie, you know what? Let's say that fuck it. If I'm on the air with Jonathan and we're fucking doing high spots, you know, why don't you just fuck Dan Bonagino? And you know, is it saying the Dan Bonagino that if you miss the pickup because your local programming went over a little bit, that they can fucking, you know, cancel your
he's quitting anyway.
Your deal. Come on now. But anyway, apologies to all for me being rude, because I was not trying to be rude. I was only trying to organically talk about a fellow radio personality known as Jonathan Morris. He's our midday guy on Florida Man Radio. You can go to the best way is to get the Florida Man Radio app and to listen to it all day. You're going to get me. You're going to get Jonathan Morris. You're going to get the Dan Bonagino show. You're going to get, quite frankly, you're going to get motherfucking Shannon Burke. That's what you're getting, kid.
Hell yeah,
man.
So that's what the fuck you're getting. The Shannon Burke.
I'm thinking about going to Sonic and getting some new pickle fries.
No.
Hello. Blitz, isn't amazing? I had all these topics I wanted to talk about. I even told you today.
I
hey,
know you're like, I definitely want to get some hot topics today.
But then we just get in our own little world. We get in our own little world, and then we just go fucking crazy. And I think that that's what people want. Every other fucking radio show goes through these things that are happening on the air. Our radio show is a soap opera. You got to get entrenched into the world of that we live in. This fucking wanting to buy my house bitch again. I'm like, can you stop? Hello. All right, now you're fucking ribbing me.
No, she's not happy.
Hello.
Hello.
Yep.
What's up,
You want
Hootie?
to say your house?
Who?
That's Hootie.
He wants to buy your house.
Hootie, you're gonna buy my cream machine today about 3:00. I'll see you then. It's all ready to go.
No.
What?
We're still talking?
Yeah, we're still talking. We're dancing. We're on the air, buddy. Are you kabukied out right now? Blitz, he's gonna piss backward on the deal. You watch.
Of course. No, I got him his measurements today. He asked for him.
Mm-hmm.
No, I was actually calling just to confirm, let you know that it wasn't even for that, man. You made me lose my whole fucking train of thought. It was about
He's so freaking out right now.
Man, you're so gourded out. I don't know if I can release this vehicle and allow you to pull off my property, knowing that you're
good thing because you can't find the cash.
Because you're highly impaired.
No, listen, guys. I promise, I'll literally take an alcohol or breathalyzer, whatever the fuck test when I get there. Probably I'll make my dad drive it home.
Listen,
my dad's gonna,
we don't have any tests for pills, okay? You can be stone cold alcoholic sober, but you can still be jacked on pills.
Hey, look, as soon as that thing crosses the fucking threshold of our property, you can do whatever the fuck you want with it.
Yeah, buddy. I'm signing the title over and the bill of sale, and then Blitz. I'm canceling the insurance tomorrow at noon.
Yeah.
And send my plate and my plate. Blitz, I need to get my plate back, don't I?
I don't do anything. I'm cool. Yep. I got the insurance. My dad's gonna give me a lift to the studio, and we're gonna sort out the details, and then the plans to drive back to the shop. I don't want to drive it. The last thing I need to do is be seen driving around town in the cream machine. So it's going to go to the shop. It's going to be in, hiding for a while, but I'll be there at 3. And like I said, Dad's going to bring me there. It's a one-way show. But I did want to talk with, Lummy, Blitz, Bubba, everybody. If you guys are there, it's okay.
Everybody's hold on. This is our buddy, Lummy. Hootie. Everybody's going to be long gone. This is our Friday. This is our last show of the year. And so I'm going to be the only one here at the studios. I'm going to come back from my apartment and meet you here at 3:00.
Okay.
Blitz, I guess you could probably say hi to the goats, but we're going to be long gone.
Mm-hmm.
We're fucking 8 minutes from being the fuck out of here anyway.
I'm going to go get some.
Okay, well, it's just going to be me and my dad, Bubba. Is that okay, man?
Okay, I'll see you at 3:00.
Just because I need a ride. I don't have anybody else to drive me there.
What?
I don't have anybody to drive me there.
I thought you were coming with your dad.
Yeah, no, he's going to drive me there. I'm going to drive it home. Or he can drive it home. I'll drive his truck.
Yeah.
We don't care either.
But he can't figure it out that the person he's coming with can be the person that drives the truck. He doesn't know. He thinks he needs a ride here.
No, I don't need a fucking ride.
You're spinning yourself out, Hootie.
Hootie, you're spinning yourself the fuck out, buddy.
You know what I'd like to hear, actually?
We're going to fucking Fork it out, man.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll
quit fucking with me. You guys are trying to reverse Abidam.
I'm trying, Blitz, now it's all our fault. We're trying to reverse Abidam. He just takes, he gets himself into a shtick fucking work.
Fucking, yeah, Bluebird go around with the front side. Fucking, yeah. But whatever.
All right, so,
I got it.
Hootie, I'll see you here at 3. It's ready to go. I got the title. I got the bill. I got the title. I got the title.
Hey, is One-Way Prime going to be at the park?
Yes, One-Way Stein's going to be at BARP. You're going to be there. I'm going to think that you'll probably be a next year Hall of Fame inductee. I mean, you'll have 6, 4. How many rings are there out right now? 5.
This one will be number 5.
Yeah. You're going to be a 5 ringer.
I still have Mama Bears. You know Mama Bears.
Yeah, well, you need to get Mama Bears to her. You need to get Mama Bears to her. You need to get Mama. You need to get Bubba.
Closet is Mama Bears
down, kid.
And I still got her ring and fucking like Joe the Sumark's got fucking some other guy.
All right, well, get.
And but yeah, I got Mama Bears. But anyway, I got 5 solid, I think. So
we gotta call her.
Hootie, we gotta go. I'll see you.
Sorry. Okay, I'll see you at 2, bud.
See you later, bud.
Bye.
He is so fucking gourded.
No, you know what I want to hear? I want to hear a nice technical talk between him and Lummy.
About, like,
anything.
Getting a job done?
Anything.
Like, let's say that, like Lummy measured out the amount of lumber he needs or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I did measure out the cream machine with them.
Blitz, when he put the tire rack on my trailer, which he did a great job on. He really did.
Mm-hmm.
But what he has to do is he has to bring the guy that's doing the job. So he came out here, is like, I need to get measurements and stuff, because he really did. He needed to get measurements.
Of course.
And so he actually brought the guy that's going to do the work with him.
That makes sense, I guess.
With him. And then Hootie's like a broker.
Yeah.
He's just a life broker.
Right.
There's a lot of people like that, and they make a lot of money.
No, Hootie Hootie makes a ton of money, but he's just brokering shit. He's the middleman.
Yep.
And I love him. I'm going to have to give you like a 5-minute tutorial on just like the little quirks of the cream machine. There's just some little quirks. Like Blitz doesn't have a speedometer, but like, in 5th gear, I have a little red indicator on the tack, which is that's 65.
Okay.
So I did it on my GPS phone, So I know.
You just get a suction cup mount for the window and put your phone on it. You're good.
Yeah, well. And so, like, how to start it, what the battery master switch, how to turn the lights on. The couple things that are wrong with it right now. One, we're gonna have to have your guy try to find out what fuse blew or something as to why the sound system doesn't work. I'll show you the switch that it works on.
Yeah, it worked the other day, but it didn't like yesterday.
Something minor has happened, and your guy's going to have to trace that down. And then the other thing would be, now Blitz, will Shore Power work on that? The way it's wired, the way with that one. Well, like if I have the Shore Power wire. If it does Shore Power work with that like it's supposed to?
No, that one box has to be replaced.
Right. So Shore Power.
But it's not. It's easy to.
So if I showed him the box that needs replaced, which is the top one,
the bottom one,
the bottom box that needs replaced, then you could do Shore Power where you plug it in and it keeps the whole thing charged.
Yep, charges the batteries and runs it off the Shore Power.
So, and the windshield wipers don't work. And if you lift the hood up and don't put a stick as a prop, it'll hit you in the head. And
Which
Blitz, I
could
think,
be the best thing for him.
And I think I did. I put the radiator was leaking, but I put 2 things of stop leak in it, Blitz.
Okay.
And I think it works. So nice. I'll tell him that, hey, I did have a radiator leak, but I put stop leak in it, and goddamn, it works. So there you go. And I'll give him the title, and hopefully he'll bring me back to. He doesn't get into a major crash on the way there. Actually, Blitz, should I cancel my insurance like at 3 p.m. today?
Yeah, you don't want him making a claim on the way home.
Right. So anyway, listen, Bubba Army. There's a guy named Jonathan Morris. He's got this little butcher shop / family farm, and he raises his own cows and his cattle, and he takes it down to the butcher, and that guy, I think Blitz, I'm assuming, just probably skins it and quarters it, and then Jonathan cuts it up from there.
Correct.
And he raises it's his own, like, he's not going and buying it. He raises all these cows and pigs himself, and he's got himself a little family market, and it's the best meat I've ever had in my entire life. Go to Morris Family Farms and look at their Facebook page, Morris Family Farms. And I don't know, I bet you, I don't know if they could get it to you by Christmas for like that meat eater on your list, but they might be able to. Go to Morris Family Farms on Facebook, and it'll have all the information. And it's literally, if you want to order, you got to pick up the phone and dial 407-402-5686. Hey, Blitz, I'm gonna secret shop right now. Watch.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, we're internet. We can do whatever the fuck we want, including go long, right? Is everybody okay with going a little long?
Yeah.
I know we were gonna try to wrap it up at 12, but I'm having fun right now.
I just want those pickle fries. I didn't eat yet today. I'm starving.
Lummy, I want you to say you were listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge show. Is this the right place to order the meat box? They don't know it's me. And then ask about Bubba Army. They don't even answer the fucking phone.
Check the voicemail.
To 407
Is it full?
4025.
I'm trying to order $100.
Is full and cannot accept new messages.
Maybe all the Bubba Army just
Please try again.
called them up.
Oh boy, that's not gonna be good if you can't handle those extra 30 orders or just one.
I gotta call Shannon on the air and see if I got a lot of fucking heat right now. You know what I'm saying? But you think I went
from
too far?
Stedman?
I mean, do you think I went too far corporately? I mean, that was real old school Bubba fucking. I mean, a lot of that was shtick. You know that, Blitz. But do you think
I know that.
You know. Gotta make sure that he understands. By the way, I think Jonathan Morris may be a millionaire after today. Blitz, I want that guy to make so much money, and I want people to taste this guy's meat.
Obviously.
I really want the Bubba Army to give this guy a try. I really do. And you know, but it's taking care of a working man. You know what I'm saying? It's like a big Fortune 500.
Forwarded to an automated.
You know, it's like it's a big Fortune 500
Shannon's
company.
busy. He's printing out his 700 pages of prep right now.
Right. But what I'm saying is this, like, Blitz, this isn't some huge corporation. This is a dude that I know that has just a little butcher shop, right? Like,
yeah.
This is just, just a common man. And that's the guy I want to make rich.
Yeah. Can I order when we call for myself? Put an order in?
This is Shannon. I'm trying to see how much heat we got.
And Rhett.
The fuck? Answer your phone, numb nuts. We're supposed to be blowing each other on a deserted island.
Maybe he's pooping.
Hello.
Hey, do I got a lot of heat?
Huh?
Do I got a lot of heat over there?
No.
And you're live, by the way.
Yeah, you're on the show. Hey, did you hear? Did you hear your face fucking a cheesesteak?
Yeah.
If it was between your wife's tits, you'd have fucking life made. No, now listen.
Yes, I heard the show. I heard it.
Did you hear it all?
Uh-huh.
Do you think you think I'm in trouble with how I handled the fucking little Stedman jobber?
No, but they missed a commercial break, so Stevie came down on it pretty hard.
Yeah, fuck him. I mean, like, why? Well, don't bust me the fuck up. You got,
Stevie told him to get control of his show.
Yeah. Well, Stevie can fuck off because when you got
wait till Stevie gets it on the deserted island.
Hold on. No, Stevie can straight fuck off because when you got one of the two biggest, when you got Jesus on the phone, God's taking a shit right now, but when you got Jesus on the phone, your two most popular talents, you let those guys go long. You let those are people in Orlando and wherever, Fort Walton Beach, that they know and that they gravitate to and that they know that they're local guy, and you're not fucking worried about the syndicated guy you're piping in from wherever the fuck you are. Because right now you're doing some great content that's very hyper localized, talking about your midday guy's farm and giving him $1 zillion of free fucking promotion, trying to help that little guy. Trying to help.
He was standing in my office after he got off. He came by my office and he said, he just got off the phone with his wife, and she said, "What did you do?" "I just had to lock the door. There's 30 people standing outside."
Well, we've tried to call the phone now, and it chucks you to voicemail, and it says that all the voicemail's full.
Yeah.
So here I am. I'm on the air. You're worried about a goddamn fucking No, I'm not yelling at you, my friend. You're my therapist. And so I'm fucking blowing this guy's shit up. You're giving him $1 zillion of free advertising. He's your midday guy. It's funnier than the other shit that you got lined up. Fucking roll with it. Make it happen. Content is king. Funny is funny. Fuck. Sorry.
Well, you know how programmers are.
Yeah. Hope Shane tells Stevie, back the fuck off on Bubba and Shannon. Those are our two gods. And I'm not really, I'm not even trying to be like all that. Like, this is a little bit shtickish, but I'm just saying, still. Like, what the fuck?
I wouldn't get that worked up about it, but
I'm jacked the fuck up on the deal. But anyway, listen, can you go in there and smooth it out for me today, buddy, please?
You got it, buddy. I got this one.
Hey, Shannon, why'd you cause all these problems,
Shannon? But Shannon, did I not probably fucking make the guy a lot of money today? That's all. At the end of the day, Shannon, organically, I didn't write that bit. That just all, fucking because I'm fucking brilliant like you. And I just made I made basically, I don't know, a 45-minute on-air infomercial for this guy's mom and pop business who's the little guy that I would love to fucking put some money in that guy's pocket.
You did. They locked the front door today.
So, anyway, make sure Stevie is cool, because the last guy that was in his job fucking fired me because he didn't like me because I said I was too crazy. So, just can you please go in there and do some fucking damage control for me, please? I'd do it for you. You know I would.
Shannon hung up.
Shannon fucking hung up.
So I ain't doing
Yeah,
shit.
Stevie said, fucking get off the phone.
Stevie told you to hang up?
Bubba,
What?
it's Alan.
From Cincy?
My nurse went to college with you. I was texting you. She's freaking out. She wants to say hi.
What's her name?
Katie Fox.
Oh, yeah, we love it.
Oh, she was
Let's
my
pass the phone
roommate.
around.
No, Mary was your roommate. I'm her younger sister, dumbass.
Oh, hold on. So yeah, this honest to God, true story, guys. I'm for real. So when I was in Indiana State, there was this fucking hot chick named Mary Fox, and she was dating like all the football players and shit. So I didn't even have a chance with her. But I used to jack off thinking about her, and I would sometimes hear her. That's where probably some of my voyeur. You know what? Mary Fox is probably what started my voyeurism deal, because she'd bring a guy home from the fourth quarter bar, and then I'd listen. Probably back in the day.
Yes, you guys roomed together. My parents were so disturbed what was going on between the two of you.
No, there was nothing going on between us. There was absolutely. I mean, I would love to be the man to be like, oh yeah, I was fucking Mary Fox. Fuck, I wasn't. I didn't get within 10 foot of her. I was a joke compared to what the dudes that she was dating.
I've seen some updated pictures of you. You're looking good.
Oh, thank you. Now, thank you. And so you were her younger sister.
mom.
You were there, weren't you, at Indiana State?
I was there, yes.
Did you?
Into all the bars.
Did you look like your sister?
Yeah, not as much.
Yeah, because your sister was hot. All the dudes wanted to fuck her. They did. You know that. Mary Fox was kind of like a quasi, like she was like one of the hottest chicks on campus.
Oh my God, you're cute.
No, I mean, am I not right? Wasn't your sister?
You are right.
Yeah, like
Yes.
now what's Mary Fox doing nowadays?
Okay, so Mary Fox is, what does she do? She's works for a wine company, living in Cincinnati. The two of us are still living together. Living together. She's got a husband, and we're living in Cincinnati. Do you ever get over here?
No, but I would. I mean, do you guys ever come down to Florida?
Oh, I've got people in Tampa, Bubba.
Yeah, well, if you ever visit, you got to look me up.
We are going to.
And tell Mary to leave that fucking deadweight. Tell Mary to leave that deadweight husband at home and come and fucking let's make up for some lost time. Is she still hot as Is Mary still hot as hell?
Mary looks good.
Wow. By the way, I'm talking to Alan, who's in the hospital, whose nurse went to school with me at Indiana State. I flunked out at Indiana State. I did, but still, nonetheless.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I didn't even try. Fuck it. I mean, what would some stupid ass degree from Indiana State get me right now that I haven't already?
It didn't get me anywhere either.
Yeah, fuck that. But it was a good time to be in Terre Haute, Indiana in the 80s, wasn't it?
Yes, it was, because you took care of us, got us everywhere we needed to be.
I did used to take care of you because I just started radio, so I started getting little hookups and stuff. So I would, try to take care of you guys because I was trying to fuck Mary, but it didn't happen.
Yes, I know. I know what your mission was.
Yeah, it didn't happen though. Listen, you know how easy listen, you know how easy it would be for me to lie and say, "Oh yeah, I fucked Mary Fox all the time," but I didn't.
And Bubba, there were some football players that did that.
That were saying that they fucked her, but they never did.
Yes.
Really? Did she get real mad about that?
Yeah, Mary, she just took everything with a grain of salt.
Yeah. Well, listen, nice.
I love you, and take care.
Hey.
If we're in Tampa, we're going to look you up.
Do me a favor. Get my number from Alan. He's got it. He's got my cell number, okay?
Okay, I will.
Bye, Katie.
Bye, honey.
Bye now. That true story. And I don't know that I've ever even told this story before, but Lummy, I lived in Indiana when I was in Indiana State.
The bedroom when you had the house.
Well, then remember me and Carrie Gray were living together.
Yeah.
Well, then I don't know if I've ever told you this, but Carrie got fired from PFR. They fired him
for his DUIs or whatever.
No, the only thing this is what he got fired for. So Blitz, he was the afternoon drive guy from like 3 to 7.
Yep.
And then I was the 7 to 12 guy, and we were roommates. Well, Carrie was such a fucking prima donna, and just he was like, the Shannon Burke of the station. Like he was the man. He was the man. Like he was the man. Well, we played this top 40 bullshit. Rock Me Amadeus, fucking Janet Jackson. Putting on the Ritz, that bullshit, and. He hated it, but he was such a great personality and such a great jock that he would just, and Blitz, you understand, this is 1985. He's making like 40 grand, 35, 40 grand, like in 1985.
Wasn't he making a good amount of money going to do appearances at bars?
Yeah, like making $100 then a night, 150 or $100 a night. So, I mean, so call that 500. That's $2,000. That's $24,000. So, but he's making like $70,000 in 1984 in Terre Haute, Indiana, like fucking loaded. And he could do anything he wanted, pretty much. He was just the man. And so he went to the program director and said, "I quit. If I can't do, I hate this music that we play, and if I can't do classic rock, his shift was 2 to 6, and mine was 6 to 10." If I can't do Carrie Gray's classic rock at 2:00, no, he was again 3 to 7. So the last hour of his show, Blitz, he played, from, I think he did middays. Okay. No, he did 3 to 7 in his first hour of his show. He started an hour early, and from 2 until 3, they would let Carrie play his music, which is unheard of. That back then that you give a guy his own hour. And he was really like into the Talking Heads and Peter Gabriel. It was more of an alternative leaning things.
Okay.
He was way ahead of the alternative scene. The alternative scene really didn't kind of start getting cool till the mid 90s with Nirvana and stuff. But there was a punk rock alternative culture way before that, and he kind of was in that world. Right. So from 2:00 till 3:00, it would be Carrie Gray's. Music that rocks.
And do people like it, right?
Oh, it was very highly rated. But the station was number one, and then Blitz, that little sliver was number one even more than the station. So they couldn't get rid of it. Like it wasn't like it was a throw, like it did worse than the station. It was better than the station. So that's why they let, hey, I wonder Blitz, where I got my arrogance and my cockiness. I got it from fucking Carrie. He's the one that got me into this business. And so it was more highly rated than the station. So the station couldn't say, "Listen, we're not going to let you play Sledgehammer, Peter Gabriel, into Burning Down the House by Talking Heads, into REM, into the Misfits, into Henry Rollins. No, we're not going to. We're going to play fucking Falco into Janet Jackson, into Michael Jackson, into fucking Journey. So he used to interview me like, hey, it's Carrie Gray, Scary Carrie Gray with you, and this is the 2 to 3 o'clock Carrie Gray Music That Rocks segment. So we're kicking it off with blah, blah, blah. Because this is what got him fired. Because this is the only hour of the day where this station's music doesn't suck.
Oh.
That's what he said. Well, that's not cool. Like, that's not cool. But if that's your number one guy, I mean, you tell him, hey, listen, we're gonna fine you, or we're gonna suspend you. You don't fire the guy, especially Blitz. Like, there wasn't a hopper of talent that could come in and even emulate him. Mm-hmm. I ended up being that guy. I got kind of Carrie's notoriety and rub just because I was his buddy.
Right.
But I wasn't nearly as skilled or as good as he was. No way. No, at that time, no way. He had 5-6 years of just pure radio experience ahead of me. He was good. So they fired him, and I can remember he came home and he said, and because we lived together on 4th Street, he's like, hey, dude, I got fired.
Oh.
And I'm like, what? Because he Blitz, usually I would get there about 6 o'clock, and I would hang out with him for the last hour. Or we would have to do production, like, do commercials and shit before your show. So I would go there. So I was at the apartment. Like, it's like 2:30. They fired him on the spot. Like, they told him to get his shit and get out of here. And, like, the program director took over his show. And he came back so he comes back. Remember, we had to live close to the station, so we lived off of 4th Street. And he comes back. I usually had to drive him because he had too many DUIs and he didn't have a driver's license. And so for him to show up in the front door at, 3 o'clock, I'm like, what the fuck's going on? He's like, I got fired. What'd you get fired for? And so he told me. So I was starting to Blitz, kind of build up a little bit of kind of some swag, but I certainly, so I went into the general manager's office on behalf of myself and just said, hey, man, Carrie really fucked up, but is it worth firing? Can we think about this a little bit? And Tony looked right. His name was Tony Clark. And this is like old school Blitz, like just straight. He looked at me and he goes, you want to be the fucking next? I go, no. And he goes, then keep your fucking mouth shut and mind your own business.
Nice.
I go, but he's my roommate. He goes, looks like you better be looking for a fucking roommate now, don't you?
No.
Is that the guy that before you quit, you met him in his car?
No, that was a different guy.
Oh, okay.
So
you guys were on an island.
So listen, Blitz, Carrie's gone, and I'm not making shit, and I need half the rent paid.
Of course.
My rent at that time, honest to God, was like $450 a month. $450 a month, and it was really kind of a neat place. So, but it was a 1-bedroom, but it had this big ass front living room that nobody, we never went there. We kind of used the little family room kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got these. I put somebody said that Mary Fox. Now Blitz, at this point, I'm still a student at Indiana State, but I'm not going. I'm playing radio.
Okay.
But I know, everybody that went to Indiana State knew who Mary Fox was. Mary Fox was Lummy, I don't know if you've been to any major universities or Blitz you have, but there's these 4 or 5 girls. No, but there's.
I've been to 7 colleges.
I know, but I'm saying, isn't there always the 3 or 4 of these girls that are infamous of being the hottest chicks on campus?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and high school's the same way. So
Sure.
No matter what gathering of education level, there's always a scuttlebutt amongst. Hey, oh my God, there's such and such, there's such and such, there's such and such. Fuck, these are them. Have you ever seen fucking, this bitch?
Server in business era says Kenny Priss, Hall of Famer, 1,000 bits.
Oh my God, thank you. Hello.
Bubba.
What?
It's Bubba Light.
Bubba Light, what's going on? I'm in the middle of doing a high spot right now. You should know. I love you.
Oh, I love you too. I just wanted to say real quick, Merry Christmas to you and to all the Bubba Army crew and their families, and I'll have a great Christmas.
I'll be in touch with you privately, and because I love you, and we have each other's phone numbers, and more importantly, Can't wait to see you for Barb. You and the trickest of knees.
Sounds great. Here
In fact,
you go.
Bubba Light, we might have you actually kick off the ceremonies. You know, like, ladies and gentlemen, Bubba Light, and be like, "Hi, this is Bubba Light. I'm fucking number one, $3 million man, and I'm officially letting these fucking ceremonies begin." Pow! Pow! All right, well, I'm gonna give you that honor, my friend.
Sounds great. Have a good one.
That's the Bubba Light.
Hall of Famer, the Bubba Light.
Oh, Hall of Famer, number one, fucking just everything. So, Blitz, I'm going to Indiana barely, but just the 2 or 3 years that the 1 or 2 years that I've been to Indiana State, this name Mary Fox, and then I met her one time, like at a college bar or something. I think the fourth quarter or something. But like I was in the corner, like being a loser or whatever. Like, and then like somebody said, "Hey, see that blonde over there?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's Mary Fox. That's the Mary Fox. Yeah, the fuck."
Foxiest.
And she was so fucking hot.
Yeah.
Blitz, for real. She was like blonde, like Farrah, like a fucking Farrah, like a little thicker Farrah Fawcett.
Thick Farrah Fawcett.
Yeah, kind of a thick Farrah Fawcett.
Big tits?
Corn-fed, Indiana.
From Ohio, from Cincinnati, Ohio. Fucking little, probably Lummy. Farrah Fawcett was maybe a 3, a 0.
Oh.
Mary Fox was probably a 5. Maybe a 4, probably 5'6", $125. But nice, big, natural tits, Farrah Fawcett hair. Like she was a straight fucking 10. And there was a legend, like within Indiana State University of, fucking Mary Fox. All of a sudden, a friend of mine comes up to me and says, "Hey," because I kind of put out, Blitz, I was looking for a roommate.
Okay.
Just kind of put it out there. So next thing you know, my buddy comes to me and he says, "Hey, Mary Fox is looking for, a roommate." I'm like, "Well, I only have one bedroom." So, but Blitz, what I had done is I bought a big, huge bookshelf, and that was kind of the wall. And then you would just kind of have like this little crack in the bookshelf between that and the big archway, and then you had that was your own bed. That was Mary Fox's bedroom.
Sure.
So, Mary Fox was my roommate for like a year and a half, and then Blitz, I kind of started getting, because Carrie's gone now, so now I'm kind of the guy, and then I start getting kind of popular, and I never fucked her, but one of the things I could remain cool with is that I could call like Cimarrols I was Bubba the Love Sponge now on the radio.
Cimarrols? What is that?
It was different bars.
Oh, okay.
So I was Bubba the Love Sponge on the radio and kind of getting a little bit of a kind of getting popular where I was kind of had some whip. And I could get him like into, I'd call like my buddy at Jubilations and be like, "Hey, I got a girl named Katie Fox," because Katie was her sister, and they're coming down. Can you guys go ahead and let them in, put them on my tab? And so I would do things like that for Mary and her sister.
Awesome.
All trying to fuck her.
Of course.
None of it worked.
No.
I got fucking jammed up again.
Damn.
But that's the infamous Mary Fox story. I don't know that I've ever told the Mary Fox story. So when Carrie Gray got fired and I needed a roommate, the hottest chick at Indiana State University was my roommate, Mary Fox. And Blitz, her mom and dad had money. Like her mom and they came and visited one time.
Right.
And they met me.
Well, they said they were suspect of you.
I know. Katie just said that I guess their parents thought I was like, I don't know. I don't know. I thought they Blitz. I always thought they liked me. I thought they really liked me because they felt like Mary was a little bit safer living with a dude, and they knew we weren't fucking.
Right.
Like, if I looked like, John Stamos.
Now, was she kicking it out wide for a bunch of other dudes?
Yeah.
Oh.
Not a bunch. Really, not a bunch.
Right, just a couple hundred here.
But like 2. Like she had 2 dudes.
Right, she's always going to the island.
She had like 2 dudes, and 2 just fucking, like one guy was one guy was a football player, and like one guy was a baseball player. like Lummy, like just really hot dudes, and I have to
good bodies,
and I'd have to
shape.
see him in the fucking apartment sometimes. You know, here I am, some fat
Banger
guy
at the same time.
and sometimes I'd hear him.
Eiffel Tower.
Sometimes I'd hear him over there. I jacked off to it.
Right.
Because she was kind of loud, and I'm thinking, oh my god, that guy's laying the wood to her. So I jerked.
Did you see her naked ever?
But you jerk too if you had a hot chick.
I am.
She ever come out of the shower naked? You see her? You know.
I did catch some glimpse, and she was super cool too. Like I'd be in the couch watching
Tweak
TV,
up the nips.
and she'd be in the bathroom. You had to cross through the living room to get from her room to the bathroom.
Okay.
So if I'm watching TV and she would just get out of the shower, right before she would, she was real, like cutesy, and right before she would go through her little hole there to get, she would like say, "Hey, Bubba," and then like give me like an ass shot.
Oh, so she was a dick tease.
Well, no, but she was just kind of, she was just cool. Just like cool.
Right, right.
She's like, "Hey, Bubba," and then she like, give me like just a little ass shot, little titty shot here and there, and I'd be like, oh fuck. I mean, it wasn't like a Buffalo Bill deal or nothing like that. I mean,
It puts the lotion in the basket. It puts the lotion on its skin. What size are you?
Mary Fox. Leave Alan. By the way, Alan from Cincinnati, who I know you don't like, Blitz.
Oh, he's the best
No,
ever.
but listen, he really has done some stuff that you're not familiar with.
Oh.
That I'm going to get you up familiar with. He's really done some great stuff. And he's in the hospital, not doing so good right now.
Oh, sorry, Alan.
So even though he's one way, and he is Bubba Army. I mean, Bubba Army is from. In fact, I think we've had both forms of Bubba Army today. We had the highest of Bubba Army, and Bubba Light,
and the lowest,
and the lowest of Alan. But they all provide some. Like Alan provided the whole big Katie Fox deal, wasn't that? I mean, that was. I'd make that if I was you, Rhett, I'd make the whole big fucking Bubba talks about, Mary. I'd make that into a whole big segment. That's something that's never been discussed on the airwaves, my friend. But not telling you how to do your job. Thanks, appreciate it.
I'm just checking the subscriber logs, looking for Alan's name.
He doesn't subscribe to Twitch.
Can you stop? It's the holidays, Chris. It's the holidays, and we're gonna try to order us some fucking meat.
The Shivering Business Error says already called 5 times and hasn't gotten through once. Hall of Famer Kenny Priz.
407-402-5686. 407-402-5686. Make sure you mention Bubba Army. This is absolutely the best steak I've ever eaten in my life. And it's just some little mom and pop place out of Orlando. DeLand. If Blitz isn't DeLand?
It's Lake Mary, I think.
It's Lake Mary.
Like Lake Mary? Yeah.
A mailbox belonging to 407-402-5686 is full and cannot accept new messages.
That's a good thing, because that means they are getting fucking slammed, are they not?
Yeah.
The Shivering Business Error says he's trying to get in there. He wants his steak. He's excited.
He needs that meat.
Yeah. Hall of Famer.
Mm-hmm.
Brain surgeon.
He said, I need my meat.
He needs his meat.
Tell them blah, 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 blah. Let me see here. Okay, hold on. Texting somebody back. Hey, Lummy, don't worry about my personal texts, motherfucker. You need to worry about Arizona Track Hoosier, $20, straight from Gary, Indiana.
Yeah, Lummy, you need to be worried about that.
And Jim Rittenhouse, $25, both on the Venmo, Cash App, PayPal. This is officially our last show. And we're officially running overtime.
Mm-hmm.
But God, you think today was a red letter show, or was today the shits?
I think
it was a good show.
Yeah, yesterday too. A lot of people loved it. Bubba High.
I mean, you got a good show when you can just take the inner drama bullshit within our little world and make a show about it. Kinda. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, so many other radio personalities, so many complete sheet radio personalities, they need a topic, they need to go to the phones, it's the War of the Roses, produced phone calls. I mean, Blitz says he was listening to the show, to a morning show coming into work here last couple days that actually promoted. Don't forget on the such and such show coming up next, War of the Roses.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rhonda went out with Fred.
It was on the fucking weekend. Like, don't forget, coming up Monday, we got a brand new War of the Roses.
That's right,
for
Monday,
ya.
where Fred went out with Jenny, and Jenny said that Fred was, let's get them both on the fucking phone. Fred, hey, oh yeah. Jenny, hi, yeah, he's a creepo. Well, she's a fucking bitch. What? And you know what? More importantly, what you really don't fucking know? Those are paid actors out of New York and L.A. They're paid actors. There's these, they get like $50 a phone call, and all they do is sit by the phone, and they have a script and what they know the show, and like literally, they're the Grand Rapids, Michigan show, we'll call them at 7:15. The Atlanta show, the Atlanta iHeart show, we'll call them at 7:30. At 8 o'clock will be the iHeart San Antonio show. At 9 o'clock, right? Am I not right, Blitz?
Yeah.
And they go all with the same shit. It's all the same shit. It's ridiculous. Hello.
Hey, Bubba. Andy from Pittsburgh. Funny you were talking about Terre Haute. I was going through Terre Haute when you were having that conversation.
Man, Terre Haute. I know it's a shit. I know it's a shit town, but it's got some. It's got some great fucking memories. Great memories.
I know. I'm on the Bubba pilgrimage tour today. I'm headed to Wisconsin, and then I'm loading out of Chicago, and I'll be going through Warsaw tomorrow morning.
Yeah. It's my great stomping ground. So many great memories in that. Of course, Larry Plummer, the honorary mayor of Warsaw, Indiana, and of course, Sumo, the honorary mayor of Columbus, Indiana, as well.
Absolutely.
All right, buddy. Listen, I know it's snowing up there, and you got a lot of treacherous weather, so be careful.
It's coming. It ain't here yet. But the reason I was calling, did you see Franco Harris passed away this morning?
Who?
Franco Harris.
Franco Harris.
Oh, for real?
Hall of Fame running back? Yeah, for real. Like, they were going to do a big thing on Saturday because Saturday's the 15th anniversary of the Immaculate Reception at the Steeler game, and he ended up passing away. Like, he was doing French yesterday, and he passed away suddenly through the night.
Blitz, I should call Woody, the riverboat gambler.
Right.
He played with Franco. He played with Franco.
Franco did not admit.
There is no other radio personality right now that can call a Franco teammate now, can they?
No, not at all. Not one.
No, I'm going to call him right now. Hey, thanks for the heads up. Hammer down. Just when I'm trying to end the show. Blitz, are you mad at me?
No.
I mean, I just feel like we're really fucking rolling right now. I mean, if this wasn't good content, to be able to call a former Steeler upon hearing that Franco Harris just died, one of the most famous Steelers of all.
Do you think he's 1, 2, or 3 drinks in?
Yes.
Oh yeah, he's been holding the side of the bar up since about probably 10:30.
After he gets done with golf, his 18 rounds.
Well, he may not have golfed today because it's wet.
Oh, this match score +1, 50,000 bits.
Oh my God. Listen, I'm going to
qualify from forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 8.
Blah, 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 blah.
Hold on. Blitz, this is going to be straight how fucking straight white Triz does it. You ready?
Okay.
Watch this. Hold on. I'm going to call actually Tate's Pizza and have him go to the bar.
Doing old school?
Yeah.
Is Riverboat there?
Yeah, hold on. Lummy, I got to find Tate's Pizza number. Can you find it for me real fast? Blitz, like how you do it back if your dad was who gave 50,000?
Honest match score +1.
Like Blitz back in the day, if your dad was down at the local bar and you didn't have a cell phone and shit, what would you do? You call the bar.
Hell yeah.
Hello, Freddy's. Hey, Freddy, my dad Jim's down there. Can you fucking tell Jim that Mom needs him back at home? Jim, get the fuck home. Kid just called, told you get the fuck home. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's how it worked. Listen,
Oh, the Barp fire pits just got delivered.
Hello. Very busy.
Hi. Merry Christmas, Papa.
Who's this?
It's Rainey.
It's Rainey.
Hi, Rainey. The realtor, the official Bubba Army realtor.
That's right.
Now, Rainey, you better make it to Barp next year, okay?
I will.
I mean, I think that we've gone ahead and played this fucking grab ass game now long enough. You need to get your ass up in here, baby.
I'll be there.
All right, honey. Hey.
I just wanted to tell you guys Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Thank you, Rainey.
Merry Christmas.
And the show's been on fire today, has it not?
Well, I don't know. I've been asleep. I'm on my surgery at 2 o'clock. I have a kidney stone. I have surgery at 2, so I'm just trying to keep it long.
Well, you're going to have to go to BubbaArmyRadio.com and download it, okay? Or watch it on Twitch later or something. It's been a really good show.
I will. I'll do it. I'll do it during pre-op. But
All
I
right.
just wanted to tell you guys Merry Christmas and have a good day.
Thank you. You too. Good luck.
Love you, Rainey. Good luck to you. Here we go. Hey, Lummy, this is straight
old school
from the
Helljack.
80s when you call a bar up. Oh, damn it. You actually call the bar because you know your buddy's there, right?
Yeah. Hey, Daddy? Jim there? Because you know he's there.
Oh, yeah, exactly. They're going to say Tate's.
Thank you for calling Tate's. How may I help you?
Hey, this is Bubba. We're live on the air. Can you look just to your left? Is Woody down there at the end of the bar?
Let me see. No Woody today.
What? Woody's not there?
He's not here. I know. It's surprising.
Where's Woody? Can you ask somebody where's Woody? Bubba wants to know where's Woody.
All right, hold on.
How about Dave?
David.
Is King Kong there?
Is Dave here?
Is King Kong there?
No, he left again.
What kind of fucking joint are you guys running down there?
Him and the riverboat are partying.
Right?
Are you guys busy? Are you busy?
No, we got a couple few people, you know.
But lunches have been really busy down there lately, haven't they?
Yeah, sometimes. It just depends on the day, you know.
Yeah,
Hit or miss.
Tate's Italian restaurant on West Shore.
Yes, very, 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 very yummy food.
All right, man, tell Woody I was trying to call him live on the air.
Oh, okay. I will definitely let him know if he shows up today.
All right, okay. Good talking to you.
You as well. Happy holidays, Bubba.
You too. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, and Kwanzaa, and all that shit.
I'll be seeing them Monday. I'm going there Monday.
You're going there Monday?
Yep.
Don't forget Morris Family Farms, home of the We Can't Take Your Fucking Order. We got the best meat known to man. We got the best meat, and I've had a lot of meat in my mouth. We got the best. By the way, Blitz, I'm gonna get. Should I just have it shipped here?
Yeah.
Because I mean, there's somebody here every fucking day, and then I'm talking about the meat that.
Well, he says he's gonna bring it here.
Nah, let's not. People have them ship it.
Okay.
No.
Ship it.
We don't want to ship it. Ship it.
Just ship it.
Yeah, we don't want to.
Cheaper than gas.
Wayne Townsend, $25.
Thanks, Wayne.
T-shirt will. Merry Christmas. That's all on the Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal.
Chicken parm.
407. If you're looking for some fucking unbelievable, homegrown, home butchered, hand butchered, mom and pop Willie. 407. Write this down. 407-402-5686. They're still old school where they take your order over the phone, but I think they're getting crushed right now.
Maybe Woody's going to Pittsburgh for that big 50th anniversary thing.
The riverboat. How long was the river? Look him up.
I believe it was 5 years.
He finished a buck. Fucking Woody. Oh, we're getting through. This is the meat place. So sorry.
We're gonna get their voicemail.
Yeah, we're gonna get and Blitz. We're gonna get the full voicemail because they can't answer the phones fast enough, and everybody is already jammed. How many thousands of orders have they already lost?
They're handwriting all their orders. Yep.
The mailbox belongs.
Yeah. Hello.
Hey, what's up, Bubba? It's Pedro and Barfbag Betty. How you doing?
Good. We are. It's our last.
Oh, your girl's there.
It's our last show of the year, and we're in overtime right now, trying to get out of here. But I think we would definitely stick around and maybe want to take a phone call with Barfbag Betty.
How did I get that name, dude?
Because you used to be hot ass very desirable flight attendant, and now you're barf bag Betty because you know what I want to do, and your husband says it's okay, but you're being a bitch about it.
Actually, I just learned a new terminology, aisle donkey.
Aisle donkey.
Yes.
What's that?
Yes, somebody just referred to me as an aisle donkey the other day.
So, like, is are they looking at your nice ass, or are they just saying
no,
that you're?
I guess it's an old terminology used back in the old days.
Back in the old.
Refers to an aisle donkey.
Urban Dictionary says
derogatory name.
a flight attendant or cabin attendant that is stupid as stupid as a donkey.
Oh, so the other flight attendants that had been with the airline for a while and knew what to do, but you get a new one that's stupid.
They act like a jackass.
You would just say, man, see that one over there? That's an aisle donkey. Meaning she's like, there's probably good flight attendants and there's probably bad ones, right?
I would assume, yes.
Well, no, I mean, are you Johnny on the spot, real good with the peanuts and the fucking drinks and all that kind of shit? Or are you the one that makes me?
I can sling some shit. Yeah, I can sling it.
Yeah. But, like, sometimes they give you your peanuts, your mouth's dry as fuck, and, you're waiting for that drink, and fuck.
No, there's nothing dry on my body, honey. Nothing.
Yeah. Well, I've been trying to find out, okay? But this is this big tease deal, so fuck you, barf bag Betty.
How did I get that in? I didn't even know that I was dubbed this yet.
Yeah. Well, now you're.
I mean, one of my fantasies is
Donkey Dawn.
One of my fantasies, like for real, like one of my fantasies. And I think the Merch Crick would even maybe approve is for me to have relations with a flight attendant, and she like comes into the hotel with her flight attendant gear and everything. Like that's kind of one of my fantasies, and like that, and you could help me with it, and you won't.
No, if you had a jet, it would go a long way.
Well, I don't have. I used to have an 8-seater twin, but I don't have that anymore. So it's just gonna have to be by the grace of your heart. But you obviously don't care.
I used to be hot.
I bet you're
we'll
still.
see you for barf, though.
Well, good. What if at barf I think you're still hot?
Oh, that's so sweet. Well, I can't wait to meet you guys finally.
Blitz, and she blows off. She doesn't answer the question.
She's not going to until she gets here to barf.
Typical aisle donkey.
Typical aisle donkey. She won't even answer my questions. I need a seatbelt extension. Do you listen? Do you have
for your mouth?
Do you have people that still ask for seatbelt extensions?
All the time.
Yeah. When I would walk when I needed one. I don't need one now though. But when I needed one.
And then they're fat overwhelms the next person. We actually just had an issue with that.
Well, I wasn't that fat, but I was kind of fat. But I'd always travel with a real skinny girl. That way I could have half of her seat. But I would when I was walking out, I always try to be super nice. And I'd be like, ma'am, I'm in 14B. Is there any way I could quietly get a seatbelt extension? But I'd be so nice to her. And then
Did you need it for your mouth or your dick?
No, see, barf bag. Why are you being mean? It's for my fat, okay?
It's okay to be fat.
Why are you being mean to me?
Like a fat dick is better than no dick.
I got a nice fat dick, but you're never gonna know about it because you're such a tease. All you're good is Forrest cleaning up barf bags. All right, barf bag Betty. I'll see you.
Holidays.
Yeah,
Merry
you too.
Christmas.
Bye. See ya. Fucking
bitch.
Mm-hmm. Say it, Lummy.
Bitch.
Fucking bitch.
Oh, fucking donkey bitch.
Man, I love her. I love her to death. I want to blast her, but she's just keeps throwing. I'm like, fuck. She won't.
Fucking pickle fries.
I wanted to get into all kinds of shit today. I wanted to get into the man with.
Let's start the show. What do you want to get into?
Hey, let's fucking start the show.
All right. What do you want to talk about?
Is there anybody that has a problem? Let me look at my calendar today.
That's your calendar?
No, this is my notes. Yeah. I think I could go long today. I mean, because we got so much. My first story out of the box today was going to be Lummy. There's a story where a guy, man with World War I explosive lodged in his rectum.
Oh, that's right.
Sparks bomb scare, hospital evacuation. So this guy had a bomb, a World War I bomb that he found, and he put it in his asshole.
Oh my God, an artillery show.
Yeah. So hold on now. I was gonna. Hold on a minute. All right. So bottom line is they had to clear the hospital out because they thought it might fucking explode when they were trying to get it out of his asshole. But so my question was going to be, I was going to make it a show question and instead I made it, my show question this morning was so very rudely and wrongfully about Rhett sucking me and Shannon's dick for his life on an island. And Rhett, quite frankly, as the owner and CEO of this company, I apologize for that behavior.
It's okay, Bubba.
Making you suck my dick or get killed. Thanks.
Gummy it up.
You didn't hear, but Rhett said
Will you forgive me?
He said he forgives you, and he'll just suck you off. You don't have to threaten to kill him anymore. He'll just suck you off now.
Thank you.
I don't know if I would want sucked. I mean, if I could get sucked off by the people that suck me off now, I don't know if I would want Rhett to suck me. Right?
Now he's begging to
He's
suck you off.
It's the last guy in the world. So anyway, this guy rolls into the hospital with a World War I shell up his ass. And so, Mike, I was going to make it a show question and saying, okay, let's say, for whatever reason, a lot of make-believe going on today's show, but for whatever reason, Blitz, you got a World War I bomb up your ass, okay? You got one in your ass. I got one in my ass. Lummy, you got one in your ass.
Yep.
And Rhett, sorry, buddy. I know you sucked a lot of dick today. You got one in your ass, too. Okay? Does any of us go to the fucking hospital, or who's the first person we call? Dr. fucking, the guy that I got a shirt on right now. Blitz, do you just go to emergent care, or do you call Dan up and be like, Dan, don't judge. Just don't fucking judge, and don't tell anybody at work. But I got something in my ass that you need to take out. Now, Dan, motherfucker, do me, buddy. Now, if it was me,
you got like a polyp or something, or what do you got?
No, Dan, I got a fucking, listen, I was out metal detecting.
Right.
And I found this World War II fucking bomb that looked like kind of like a
penis,
like a big horse cock.
Oh.
And so
first thing you get the office to shut up your ass?
No, it's not. I finished metal detecting. You know, I found me a silver watch and some shit. So I go back home and I
don't want to ask where the silver watch is at.
I got high. I took this bomb. I didn't know what it was. I don't know what it was. I cleaned it all up. And I started just kind of looking at it and fucking stroking it. And I was just like, the fuck, I've never had it in the ass before. And I mean, fuck. I mean, they say that a prostate orgasm is like the best that a man can have. So next thing you know, Dan, I got a World War I fucking artillery shell in my asshole right now. Can you help me? Or do you go down to fucking Advent emergency care and have to tell the nurse I got a bomb in my ass, and then they have to evacuate the entire hospital, and then now all of a sudden you're bombing the ass guy for the rest. You could go on to save an entire fucking family of 9 out of a burning home. Fucking stop this school bus from running over the side of the cliff.
Who saved all those kids?
Fucking ass bomb guy.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you know that we got a cure for cancer? Did you know that? Nobody will ever have cancer ever again. You know who invented it? Ass bomb guy.
Oh, that guy.
That fucking guy.
Oh, that yeah.
Yeah, man, I really feel good for him that he invented, the cure for cancer.
Did you hear he had a bomb in his ass?
But did you know that one time he went to the fucking hospital, had this bomb in his ass, and they had to evacuate the entire fucking place, had to bring in a bomb diffuser fucking squad.
MacGyver.
Fucking craziness.
That was 88? Was that what he is?
Oh, he slipped himself.
Yeah, fucking Gramps. Gramps.
Gramps just wanted to get off.
An emergency occurred at 9 p.m. At 9 p.m. on Saturday evening, that required the intervention of a bomb disposal personnel, the evacuation of an adult, pediatric emergencies, as well as a diversion of incoming emergencies. So Blitz, they're at this fucking hospital, and they had to move all the pediatric emergency room for the kids. They had to then people that were coming into the hospital, they had to divert them to, like, sir, I'm sorry, you can't come in this one. We got a guy with a fucking bomb in his ass in room 2.
Jesus.
It's gonna blow. We don't. This bomb, we just researched it so it could blow up 4 football fucking fields. Let alone the guy's asshole. Look at Blitz. Blitz, what is that like what is that, Blitz?
It's like an artillery shell.
Yeah. It's Pretty big.
Now, Blitz,
It's not a bomb.
I know that's not a bomb, but it's an artillery shell. But let's say that artillery shell is shot into the air and that explodes on a direct hit. Would it take out a building?
I mean, it depends on what it is, but it's just a big bullet, basically.
Yeah, isn't that what they would just fire into the air to go into the building to like pretty much just take some people out?
Yeah, or to like destruct the building. You know, right? This weren't necessarily aimed at people, but if a guy got hit with this, I mean, you're fucking completely obliterated.
Yeah. But it's for like tanks and that kind of shit.
Yeah.
I think
to pierce the middle.
Is there any one of us that would go to the hospital and not call Dan?
No, I'd definitely be calling Dan.
I would too. I'd even call any of you guys before I would. I'd be like,
I don't know. Now that I think about it, is there a chance you could like go to the ER and like not have it fucking your name everywhere?
No. This motherfucker's got his name everywhere.
Because if Lummy fucking goes to Dan, dude, Dan's talking about that shit immediately.
No shit. I'm fucked.
Because it's a friend deal, not a medical deal. So Dan's
I don't
talking
know.
about that shit like crazy.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm not going to no
I would
hospital
trust
with a
Dan
bomb up my
better,
ass.
but
That would go to the hospital
I
probably.
mean, let's just say,
Little
probably
ginger
not a
ass.
good idea to fucking stick a bomb up your ass.
Did he stick it up there? Or did he fall on
I
it?
would say that man
He
rule
fucking put it
has
up there.
don't stick anything up your ass that could explode. I mean, if you want to
Say the first part again.
don't stick anything up your ass.
Stop.
I mean, Blitz, what if you had a hot chick? She's back here fucking giving you, a rusty trombone, and she's sticking her tongue in your ass.
Wow.
Are you saying, do you still have the nothing goes in the ass policy?
Probably. Probably make me
I think
jump a
you're
little
a
bit.
fucking liar. So you had the hottest fucking 18-year-old, 6 weeks, fucking hot blonde co-ed, looks like Jessica Simpson at her all-time greatest, and she's sucking you off from behind. And she said, "Chris, the only thing I want is to stick my tongue in your ass. You're gonna have you are gonna have a no ass policy."
I'll say, bitch, you can put whatever you want up there. Here,
Go get the fucking
here,
soup
I got a
spoon.
fucking World War II bomb you can put up there if you'd like to.
Bitch, I got a 2x4. I got a 9mm. I got 50 cal. What? Start sticking.
Here's a fucking 500-pound J-Dam. Just fucking do whatever you need to do.
Exactly. My time, you're honest. How about you, Rhett? I mean, you got a hot bitch, and she wants to.
Halle Berry.
You got Halle
Yeah,
Berry.
if she's,
you
listen,
got
if she looks good
You got
enough.
Lizzo, and she wants to,
Right.
toss your salad. I mean, you're like, come on, Lizzo, toss it, bitch. About to get mine.
That bitch has never had a salad in her life.
Be a first for both of us.
Fucking, I'm calling Dave Tate, trying to give everybody all this free fucking advertising. Trying to call fucking Woody. See if he knew. I have a Franco. What was Woody's last name?
I don't know. I keep trying to find it.
Gambler.
I can't. Yeah, Facebook Gambler.
I'd seen fire and I'd seen rain. I'd seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I seen lonely times when I could not find a
Woody
friend. But I only thought that I'd see you one more time again. Dave Tate, which is known as the Dark Match, James Taylor. Lummy, you have to give me Tate's number again.
Hey, leave a message. I'll call you back. Thanks.
He's fucking out of touch. Fucking no business running motherfuckers.
Oh, shit.
Jesus Christ. I guarantee I could call Morris Farms right now and they still can't fucking take my order. I guarantee you that. All right, here, hold on, Lummy. Oh, Lummy, your deal fucking went on that deal.
Oh,
that
Lummy.
fucking deal, 407.
Well, it's the T one.
402. I know, lover. Sorry. I mean, Blitz, I could be Joe from the West Side that has a real hankering for steak right now. Here, take my $159 and make me part of the monthly box club, please, immediately. And they can't answer. They can't even fucking. Not only that, I can't even leave a message.
Nope.
Not let alone get my fucking 10% off saying Bubba Army.
The mailbox belonging to
Morris fucking Farms.
4.
Where my steaks at?
Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong fucking number.
All I want are veggies.
Me and Rhett want our sausages.
Have you told Anna that you missed her?
Yeah.
Have you jacked off to her?
Yeah.
This is Tate's bar, because Woody's not answering his phone. Neither is Dave. Stupid fucks. Blitz, I really deal like I'm dealing with in fucking New York.
I'll say, what are we trying to do here?
This is a jerky
Yeah,
boy
what are you
deal.
gonna tell Dave to call you?
Hello, Tates.
Hey, you stupid fuck! This is Bubba. You're live on the air, and
Hey, what's going on, brother?
you don't ever answer your phone. And where the fuck's Woody?
You know what?
Where's Woody?
Yeah. You know what Woody's doing. He's taking care of business, brother.
I understand
Got
that,
Mama at
brother.
home.
He's usually holding the bar up about this time.
He's holding it up, man. We're waiting for him right now.
Yeah.
For
Well,
his arrival.
did you hear Franco Harris died?
Man, we're watching it right now. Woody put a text out early this morning about 8:30 and said a legend just passed.
Well, that's why I
waiting for him.
do this radio show.
Yes, sir.
Which helps pay the bills, which helps pay the mortgage of your fucking brother's, studio, and it would be really, really good right now to have, a former Steeler and a friend of mine on the phone giving me a play-by-play report of the great Franco Harris, but instead I get your dumb ass.
Hey, it could be a lot worse, Bubba. I'm a legend in myself. You know that.
I know you are. You're the dark match, James Taylor. King
Yes,
Kong,
sir.
King fucking Kong. We
King
know.
fucking Kong, brother.
I know,
Yeah.
King
hey,
Kong.
did you call Woody's phone, or he don't
Yeah.
know your number?
Yeah.
I'll put the digits. I'll have the digits and tell him you're going to call, and I'll tell him to answer the phone.
Yeah, answer the fucking phone. I've been trying to call him. Tell him
You
it's
know
going to
what
be
I mean?
it's going to be this number right here that appears. Well, you probably don't even have caller ID down there at Tate's fucking Pizza.
You know, I just called my phone. I'm sitting with my buddy laughing right here because I just got in from outside there, and I says, "There, someone's calling. I don't know who the hell it is." So I watched the ring here.
Did you
She
guys
leave
have a
message, and then all of a sudden, Amanda says, "Hey, it's Bubba on the phone."
Yeah, trying to fucking
All
put
right.
you on the air, make you a goddamn superstar, King Kong, and you won't even answer the phone.
Man, I sure do appreciate it, friend. Also,
Are you ready-
them Gator
are you ready for
Nationals
us on the
are coming
12th?
up. You gotta let me know.
Yeah, I'm gonna
interested.
take him to the Gator Nationals. What's that, Blitz?
You ready for us on the 12th?
Yeah.
You ready for us on the 12th?
Hey, let's do it whenever you got
Hold
it.
on,
brother.
Lummy. That's how much he has no idea about our party on Thursday the 12th. Do you know that we're having a party there on
That's
Thursday?
what it means. That I do now.
Okay.
It's not a problem.
Okay, like we did
Not
last
a
year,
problem.
right there. We needed the back there kind of area,
Done deal.
All right.
Done.
Can't wait.
But the Army's always welcome. you
All
know
right,
that.
but by the way, man, you're not going to find a cooler mom and pop. They got that little fucking bar to the right, and they got like a mom and pop restaurant, and their fucking food is just unbelievable. Tate's on West Shore. It's just a little mom and pop Italian, but it's how long have you guys now? You guys are
30
on
years, brother.
How many?
30.
30. First, it started out on Davis Island, right?
20 years.
And
Yeah.
and now 10 at the West Shore location.
You got it, my friend.
All right.
Yes,
By the
sir.
way, this motherfucker Blitz. He goes down to the Tampa produce. Lummy, the big
The farmer's market,
same law.
Yeah, the
Farmer's
one on
market,
Hillsboro down there.
Yeah.
At 4 a.m, like the
Oh, yeah, next to
salad
that,
and
yeah.
the tomatoes and all that shit that you eat at Tate's didn't come from Cheney Brothers or anything like that. He went down and handpicked them right off the fucking deal.
Handpicked for 26 years, brother.
Yeah, that's what makes a difference,
My
but-
best friends, them people out there at 4:30 in the morning, they appreciate it,
So
Good peeps.
all right, my
Yeah.
man, Dave. I love you.
Hey,
Tell-
love you too,
tell-
brother. Thank you. You guys have a good one.
tell-
I'll see you guys on the 12th.
Tell Woody to answer his phone real fast.
I'm calling him right now. Give
All
me
right.
a 2-minute head start,
All
brother.
right, buddy. King Kong.
I was hoping to put a reservation in with them.
You want a reservation?
Yeah, I'll call him after the show.
What's going on Monday?
It's Ashley's birthday.
Oh, fuck yeah. Take her to Tate's.
Yeah, she loves Tate's.
And you know what? Take her to Tate's and belly right the fuck up at the bar and eat on the and like,
Ashley's kind of a picky eater too.
She loves it. She's all that Italian food's good. They do it right there. at
oh my
Tate's.
God, their fucking lasagna is to unfucking. Did you know, Blitz, that they've kind of gotten now that little back area, like Home Depot, the Stadium Home Depot, they have their Christmas party that back there, And
Okay.
there's a bunch of bigger companies. Hooters Gandy has their Christmas party there in the area that we do.
Yeah.
And so there's like some big Fortune 500 company, localized that have their Christmas
cool.
party there. He said Home Depot came in and there was like 150 people. Okay, and Dave has like a lasagna, like 10 pizzas,
Ziti.
with wings, ziti. He gets with them and they give him a budget and he lays it all out. He said, but the Home Depot, there's 150 employees. They give everybody a raffle ticket. And everybody but half the people, they bring so many fucking prizes that half the people win something. And they were having 62-inch, TVs.
Oh yeah, a lot of big companies
and
will do that.
DeWalt, cordless, all electric drills and impact wrenches and just all kinds of cool shit. What do we have? A white elephant party.
Woo.
Ooh.
Stupid rocks.
No.
I want these stupid rocks.
Do you think we're going to get our Twitter back now that Elon's...
I actually just checked it 2 minutes ago.
And it said what? Fuck you, bitch. You're still blocked.
Yeah, well, now that he's not going to be CEO anymore, I don't know what's going to happen.
With the shadow ban kicker. Yeah, I guess Elon got on there and fucking did a survey. Do you think I should run the place or not? Should I be the CEO?
Idiot.
And all the fucking... Yeah, exactly.
Well, here's what happened.
CEO Elon Musk put his job up.
What happened, buddy?
The news got a hold of it, and so the people that don't actually use Twitter that often voted to say no because they don't like him.
Unclear who will be running Twitter after the social media platform's CEO Elon Musk put his job up for a vote among Twitter users. More than 17 million people voted, with over 57% saying Musk should step down. Musk says he would abide by the results, but so far has not publicly resigned.
No, because he said he's not going to because he
I've got
would
cold.
only
Cold
do
is
that if
easy.
he can find someone to replace him that wants to keep Twitter alive, and he said he can't find anyone.
Yeah, good. Now get mine back, bitch.
Yeah, work on it.
Well, you said we were going to get it back.
We will.
What the fuck, Blitz?
And you say we will.
Yep.
We're going to end the show with a guy. Was it Ron? What's Woody's official name?
Riverboat?
No, Woody Page.
What?
It's not Woody Page.
No? I don't know.
Let me look it up fucking fast so I know. He's getting ready to answer the phone.
Riverboat Gambler.
I know what it's going to say, what his real name is.
Hello.
Woody, you're live on the air.
Hey, Bubba, how are you, bud?
Good. How you doing? How's your wife?
Not too. She's hanging in there. She's got a lot of visitors today, so that gives me a hall pass.
Right. Well, you're not. I've been trying to track you down, and you weren't hanging out. You're not where you're supposed to be at this time.
No, I'm actually sitting in line getting my hair cut.
All right. Well, usually this time you'd be holding up the end of the bar, buddy. That's your job.
Such is the life of a retired guy, right?
Yeah. Well, so I called down. Just like the old school. I call your phone. You're not answering it. So then I call down to Tate's and I go, hey. Look down to the end of the bar and tell me if Woody's there. This is all live on the air. They're like, nope, Woody's not there. I'm like, what the fuck? Woody's always there.
Well, sometimes I have other stuff I got to do.
Right. Anyway, Woody, the Riverboat Gambler, number 26. How many years did you play with Franco?
I think over 2. I think he got traded my third year.
And
to Seattle.
As you know, Franco died, and I'm sure your phone's been blowing up. But I wanted to be have kind of an just like I told you 2 weeks ago what we should have did with Antonio Brown. I'm not going to lose the opportunity on getting a scoop with a guy, a former Steeler, and that has an insight into a pop culturally cool story. Like Lummy, 2 weeks ago, I'm at Tate's and Woody's there, and it's when the helicopters and shit are all flying over Antonio Brown's house.
Oh yeah.
And I go, Woody, listen to me. We'll go down there in the smart car with all the lights going, and I'll get on the megaphone, and I'll say, I know the Tampa PD can't get him out, but I have a former Steeler, so I'd be like, Antonio. The Steeler way. I got a former Steeler that wants to help you out, talk you off the fucking ledge, buddy. Riverboat Gambler. Fucking Riverboat Ron. 26.
He should have done it.
And then it come to find out that some Orlando station did it. and got a little credit for it. But they did. But Lummy, nobody had a former Steeler.
No,
Nobody
not at
had
all.
the fucking Steeler way. Chuck Noll kicker. Nobody had that except me. Fucking Woody. Woody, what? So if you were to remember Franco, what was Franco like?
All right. Great question. Just like what you read in the news today, he was such a gentleman, on and off the field. He was a real humble, nice guy. And I've actually got a quick story, if I may. So Franco, his wife, Dana, is first cousins with my ex-wife, Karen. And that's how we met, through Franco and Dana. And when my daughters got married, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 years ago, they both got married within 6 months of each other. Franco and Dana went to both their weddings. And all the people at the wedding thought it was because he played football with me. But in reality, she's real close with Dana. And Dana drugged Franco to the weddings.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with being a Steeler. It had everything to do with family, is what I mean, right?
You got it.
Who?
So
Hey, now, but
guy
who was your favorite? You played with Bradshaw. You played with L.C. Greenwood. You played with Jack Ham. You played with Lambert. You played with Lynn Swan. You played with Mike Webster. You played with Rocky Blyer. You played with Franco. I mean, Lummy, there's some just absolute studs, Hall of Fame. Who was
Coach Chuck Snow.
Who was your favorite? Even if he wasn't even a well-known guy, like who was your favorite guy on the team? Who was your buddy?
I've been asked this before. Sporting News called me and asked me that, and without hesitation, I said Mel Blount.
Really?
And, he was in the secondary with me, and he kind of took me under his wing, and he really taught me a lot of stuff. And what a true ambassador he really truly was. And not only that, they changed rules in the NFL for him. When you could jam downfield, Mel would destroy receivers, and the NFL ended up saying you can't chuck them past the 5-yard line, and that's the Mel Blount rule.
What? And now on the other end of the spectrum, only I would ask this: who was maybe the big name that was maybe the most difficult?
Yeah, I can't. I don't know. I did catch a little bit of the steroid era, so some of those guys, if they were cycling, they got pretty ornery. But I'm not going to name any names like that because, that was before free agency. Teams had to truly be a whole team, a unit to function. And it's not like we could just go pick up bags and move to Cleveland or something. You were stuck with that team, so you made the most of it.
And were some of the offensive linemen you knew not to fuck with them? Like they would, could they literally whip your ass just because they're so big?
Yes, and they knew it.
And so it's almost you were like what, 6'1", 205?
If that, all right.
And you got, Mike Webster that's what, 6'3", 310, fucking jacked.
Yeah, Webby was really a great guy. He truly was. All those offensive linemen to a man, they revere him. And he was the father of what the Steeler offensive line was all about.
Did you ever did you guys ever do one-on-ones where number 1D is scrimmaging against number 1 offense?
Oh yeah.
And so did you have to tackle Franco in practice?
Yeah, very rarely. He was at the point of his career he didn't take that many reps to keep his legs fresh. But I certainly tangled with some of those old linemen, pulling guards especially. They wanted to see how tough you were going to be in a game situation, and they'd always play that in camp. Guard pulling around, and you'd have to take them on.
Oh, like they do that one drill where they put the 2 fucking cones up, and you got the running back runs between the 2 cones, and there's just going to be a collision no matter what?
No matter what, and we're on the short end of it.
And Franco would come barreling through there and just fucking pancake your ass, right? I mean, seriously.
I don't remember that, but probably.
What years were you at the Steelers again, Ronnie?
82, they drafted me out of Boise State. 87, they traded me to the Buccaneers.
And you were number what, 26?
22 and 20.
22 with the Steelers, 20 with the Bucs.
Yeah, 4th-round pick out of Boise State.
Yeah. Send me his little link so I can see what he looks like right now. Now, how about out of all the running? Last question. Out of all the running backs that you ever, I mean, because you were a safety, I think, weren't you, Rick?
I played safety and corner.
Now, safety is, I mean, usually if a running back's getting to you, he's already blown through the line and the linebackers, and it's going to be a fucking collision if you can catch him. Who's the one guy that you hit that you're like, oh my God? Was it Walter? Was it Earl? Did you ever tackle Earl?
We did, but at that point in his career, we were all fighting to get a piece of him, and I don't remember him ever really trucking me. But I guarantee you, Walter Payton in the open field with a two-way go on you, it's not pretty.
Yeah.
He'd headbutt you, punish you, for sure.
Didn't they? In fact, I think we were talking about it one time. Somebody says that they actually have a picture of you tackling Walter, and it really kind of looks like you were Walter didn't flatten you. It was like you were kind of getting the best of Walter.
I know. I begged the Steelers for that picture, and they won't release it.
That should be your picture.
I don't remember it, honestly. I just happened to run in. I think it was the last Super Bowl the Steelers were in town here when they played the Cardinals. I went down to the hotel to say hi to some people, and the team photographer was there, and he goes, Woods, we were just talking about you the other day. I've got a picture of you knocking Walter Payton on his ass. And first words out of my mouth were, I don't remember that. There's no way. He says, yeah, I've got the picture, and he won't give it to me.
So you're like, I never knocked Walter on his ass. He always flattened me.
I know. The NFL probably says, we don't want that picture out.
Yeah, we don't want that picture out. We don't want a guy, fourth rounder from fucking Idaho State, making Sweetness look fucking dumb. Get that out of here.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
Hey, so anyway, R.I.P. to the great Franco, my friend, from a former Steeler who played at least 2.5, maybe 3 years. Who was tougher, Jack Ham or Jack Lambert?
Lambert.
Really?
No question.
If you had to go into bar fight, Lambert over Ham, you'd have Lambert with your back.
Yeah, absolutely.
How about who's tougher, Stallworth or Swan?
Stallworth.
Really?
And those are kind of odd questions because Stallworth was the tough guy and lean and mean, and Swan was more finesse. And I can kind of say the same thing about Ham. He was a real cerebral player, where Lambert was really emotional, and you kind of want that fire. I
think you played with a guy that came from where I went to, and not hardly anybody ever makes the big leagues from Indiana State. But I think you played with I think he's number 62. Was it Touch Elkin or Touch Lincoln?
Yeah, Touch Elkin, right?
Yeah. What was he like?
He was a God-fearing man and would give the shirt off his back to you.
Was he?
We always teased Tunch. He played a lot of years, but we always teased him because his wife Sharon, and bless her heart, she's deceased as well right now. She made the cover of Sports Illustrated, and he never did, and that was something we always teased him about. She was a cheerleader at Indiana State when Bird was there.
He was 6'3", 263.
Yeah. So anyway, hey, rest in peace to Franco and Woody. Maybe we can have you on the air from time to time.
Yeah, I'd love it, Bob. I appreciate it. It's always good seeing you.
It's, by the way, Rick Woods, former Steeler, former Buccaneer, and if you ever want to see Rick Woods, chances are if you go to Tate's Pizza and make a right, he's at the very end of the bar acting like he owns the place.
Hey, Bubba, guess who I was hanging out with yesterday there?
Who?
Coach Tom Moore for the Bucks.
Oh,
he
really?
Came to say hi to me.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
He was our offensive coordinator when I was with the Steelers.
Oh, did you hear that Dr. Joe died?
Dr. Joe?
Dr. Joe Diaco, the doctor that was there.
Oh, you told me that, I think.
Yeah, they lost him a few days ago, yeah.
Boy, he's going to be forever linked with an early franchise.
He was the longest tenured NFL doctor at 33 years. He has the all-time record of being the longest tenured doctor of anybody in the league ever.
Wow.
So
hats off.
Hey, Woody, I'll see you soon down at Tate's.
All right, thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Bye, buddy.
That Tunch guy was actually a stud. He was born in Turkey, the Indiana State guy.
Yeah.
Made the all Steelers team.
Ooh, Turkey.
Lummy, I love talking to Woody about that era.
Yeah, the 80s and the 80s pretty much, in the 90s. Steroid errors.
Number 22, Rick Wood, out of Idaho State, right?
Boise State.
No, Boise State.
Riverboat Gambler.
And they called him the Riverboat Gambler because he returned punts and he would never, even if he had a big fucking monster on him, he would not fair catch.
Yeah, they won the Division I AA National Champions.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, 1980.
And today, I mean, I guess we got through a few stories. Franco died along with that other one.
Yeah, the anus guy.
The anus story. I guess we could probably play this real fast. This is kind of a badass story. This is where a fucking tractor trailer gets caught in the middle of the tracks and the train gives him the good news. Oh man, and Blitz, the
like
semi.
an I-beam.
Yeah, it's like one of those I-beams they use for bridges. You know, like one of those kind of deals.
That's a hard hit.
And like for some type of fucking heavy bridge or shit, and they have to have.
Oh.
But guess what, Blitz? That train doesn't stop, does it? Man, he's got that wall. So he's taking out everything with it, right, Blitz? He's got like what, a fucking 80-foot wall? Now, do you think that you think, I mean, I know the answer is yes, but you know that fucking train's probably got the full-blown brakes on, right?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think they can lock them up, though, because it'll melt the... Remember back in the day, you'd see the train, and literally they would just fucking lock it up, and it would just be, scraping. The wheels wouldn't even be turning. I think that creates too much friction now.
Yeah, it's not good.
I think they have like anti-lock brakes where they start pulsating or something like that.
That's like on your car. If you're skidding, you're not braking as efficiently.
Yeah, ask the merch crick.
Oh.
Why? What happened?
R.I.P. Mercedes.
R.I.P. the
stripper died.
$6,800. The $6,800. The stripper. Is that what her name was?
Oh, let me say R.I.P. Mercedes.
Oh.
It looked
You
like
know
a $20,000
Last story of the day. Then we're done. We're out of here. We're gonna do
Good
some
Christmas
We're gonna do
story.
some pop up. We're gonna do some pop up story, some shows. I'm gonna be here tomorrow 10 to noon with Brent and Babyface. I'm gonna see if I can do a show with Dan on Friday that's for podcast only. Blitz is gonna put all of the best ofs up on the podcast. We're gonna put the best of the year on podcast. There's gonna be a bunch of stuff on podcast. And we're going to pop on occasionally on Facebook and YouTube. So follow us on all three of those places, please. F1 bans drivers from making political statements at races.
Good.
Now, I'm glad you say that because if you want to wear this Black Lives Matter or end racism on your own time, but when you're at our sanctioned race, we're sanctioning it. We're F1. We're the sanctioning body. It means we're the boss. We own, and you want to play within our sanctioning body, meaning you want to be a race car driver or participate in our sport that we own, that we sanction, then we are going to make a rule where you can't wear stuff like this at one of our events representing us. Now, if you want to go down to the fucking volleyball tournament as a private citizen, I can't tell you that you can't do that. You can do that all you want. But at my house, at my race, no. And it's across the board too. It could say, it could say, woman's choice or, any message other than your sponsors or your logo or just something. You don't need to be fucking. We're not going to turn this shit into a bunch of shit around here. And Blitz, you agree?
Oh yeah.
Because these F1 drivers now are wearing, like I think was this Lewis Hamilton?
Yes.
Lewis Hamilton has a Black Lives Matter shirt on. One of his crew guys has an end racism. Another driver who's like, what, isn't he the best going right now? The Sebastian Vettel guy?
Sebastian Vettel.
He's got a pro-homosexual shirt on, which, listen, I don't have a problem with any of these shirts.
Same love.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with these messages on these shirts. But a sanctioning body, just like judges have ruled that a baker doesn't have to make a cake for a homosexual couple, you if you're on your own and you're out to dinner, wear any shirt you want. But if you're at our race that we're sanctioning and you're participating in, now Blitz, if Sebastian Vettel decided he wasn't going to drive this weekend and he wanted to sit up here with these guys, he can wear that fucking shirt all he wants.
Well, that's in a country that he probably would not be allowed to wear that shirt in. But okay.
Oh. So F1, kudos to you for having some balls. I wish NASCAR had balls. And finally, the last story before the last story before the last story. Because I'm on a fucking roll right now, and it's really hard for me to say goodbye to you guys. It's my last show of the year for you. Today has been a great show.
Yes.
I wonder how much money we made, motherfucking.
Millions.
On his VAT score.
What?
On his VAT score, it's 50,000 bits.
Just now?
No, from earlier.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
So, you know how they're like saying, oh, we want to get black ownership into, pro sports. And oddly enough, I agree. I'd like to have black ownership in sports as well. Now, some of my controversial ideas on how to do that doesn't bode well with people, and I'm not going to get into that. But with this particular situation, the Phoenix Suns was owned by this guy who, I guess, he's said some inappropriate things to some secretaries. I don't think he's groped or grabbed or fucked anybody, but it's just been a real loose workplace.
It's been a lot of hearsay.
Been a lot of hearsay. Supposedly said the N-word and
Four
whatever.
times.
Yeah, 4 times. Supposedly, and there's not tape of it.
No.
So the NBA comes in and says, no, we don't have tape of you saying the N-word, but, you 4 people overheard it. And people has been grab-assing around here. So you're out of here, buddy. See you fucking later. You have to sell the team. And if you're like, well, I don't want to sell the team. We're like, okay, well, guess what? All of your sponsors now are no longer sponsoring the arena or billboards or luxury boxes or fucking season. None of that shit. Crazy. So we're done. You're done. You're done. So they're like, they make Robert Salver sell the team. So he sells the team. And LeBron and Shaq and and Magic. I don't know why Jay-Z. I mean, some of these huge, very successful African-American men and women for that matter, right? Beyonce and Lopez, J-Lo, Jennifer Lopez, and Bobby Elshowitz, $10. Thank you.
Thank you, Bobby.
Shalom. PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, at the Bubba Army. We're almost out of here. I mean, there's just so, LeBron is worth $1 billion. Michael Jordan is worth $1 billion. Jay-Z is worth multi-billions of dollars. Snoop is worth, a half a billion dollars. And you get this, and you Blitz, you find out what the guy what the asking price for.
Well, Michael Jordan owns a team.
I understand, but but society wants more. Would we not agree that the one thing is society wants more African American ownership amongst sports, right? I'm not saying they're deserving.
There are some people who say that, yes.
Yes, okay. There's been people. Well, the league has said it as well. So that being said, so once they've established a price, then if those if the African American group has the money, make them sell it to them. Instead, now they got bought by a white guy from New York who was a hedge fund.
Brothers from New York?
Right? What?
They're the brothers from Michigan, I thought.
He's from Michigan.
I'm sorry, from
Matt
Michigan.
and Justin Ishbia.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're white guys. And, all the league has to do is be like, okay, let's bid this team. Let's bid it up. So Blitz, so that nobody's taking a haircut. It's, the black ownerships aren't getting 10% off. Let's bid. Boom. It bids to $4 billion. Now we're going to give the first opportunity to buy this team at $4 billion. That's the bid. to the African American group. They have first right of refusal.
I thought it was a bid.
Well, okay. Well, then they go to after they have the highest bid from the white guy. They then go to the black ownership and say, okay, the highest bid we got is $4 billion. If you're willing to pay more than that, 4.1 billion, 4.0005 billion, whatever, it's your team.
Right. Well, then it goes back to the other guy, and you want to bid up.
No, not you.
It's a auction.
Yeah. Well, that's not how it's going to work.
Oh.
OJ supposedly was on a podcast, and the
so
guy.
Are people mad that this guy bought the team, or what? I don't understand.
I know. No. Nobody's mad. Nobody's mad.
He played for Michigan State in 2000.
No. Nobody's mad, Blitz. I'm just saying. We have a whole bunch of African Americans that have the money to buy a team. Buy a fucking team.
Maybe they don't want to.
Okay. Then the league needs to stop bitching about it.
Oh, I completely agree there. Stop bitching about it.
Are you upset that?
I'm willing to bet that a lot of these owners would sell to whoever has the money. They don't care. They don't care as long as you get the money.
And so, and finally, the last little bit here. O.J. Simpson was on a podcast. Is this a well-known podcaster, Lummy?
I've never actually heard of him, but I did reach out to O.J.
Who is this guy?
I don't know, but
they asked some like weird questions. Like
what's his name though?
I don't know. I don't know what this guy's name is.
Yappy.
Here we go. O.J. Simpson. Blah blah blah. O.J. Simpson hopped behind the mic and gave a very rare interview. This one's on top blah blah blah. Who the 75-year-old blah 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 blah. Okay, here we go. Was a surprise guest on the Nelk Boys Full Send podcast.
Yeah, I've heard of that. I haven't listened to it, but I have heard of it.
I listened to this interview.
What's that, Rhett?
No, I said I listened to this interview.
No, but Rhett said.
Oh.
They had like Antonio Brown on their podcast before. I think usually they have like, I would say they get most of their stories from like controversial clickbait.
They get
athletes.
Logan Paul and all those
I know,
guys.
but how do they get these guys to get on their fucking?
Because it's a big podcast.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, Nelk Boys started as like a YouTube channel and kind of evolved into its own little deal.
Yeah, kind of like our evolving.
Pretty much.
I mean, we are. Are we not kind of getting some steam?
No, 100%.
I think we are.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
Hello. Hey, Bubba.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Hot Carl. Don't Google me.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I just wanted to call in and say I really appreciate you guys doing some live shows, even though most of the radio world likes to, do best ofs and whatnot. I just think it's really cool that you come out and, Blitz, Lummy, and, Rhett helping out with you guys and stuff. I just wanted to throw some homage out there. Everyone's kind of going through different strokes here with, Dan's got stuff going on, but Christmas kind of can be a hard time.
Hey, listen, just go find, be subscribed to our Facebook, to our YouTube, and to our podcast, because while we're gone, we're going to be, having some stuff over there on those various places, and we potentially might do some pop-up shows too. So thank you, Hot Carl. Don't Google me.
Yeah, and yeah, that's what I was going to say, man. I'm a younger dude, and I got my girlfriend's got a couple of kids, so like I literally. I can't really afford to contribute the most, but I do everything I can to subscribe and watch stuff. And so I wanted to throw out a big thank you to I think it was Hierarchy the other day threw like 50 resubs.
Yeah, Hall of Fame Hierarchy
donated.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
you got one.
gave me the ability to chat and stuff, which is really cool. And it's like I'm not like a rich dude, so I can't.
Listen, Hot Carl. Listen, Hot Carl. We don't need your money. We just need you to do what you do, which is go to our podcast and go to our YouTube channel and watch our Facebook stuff, and that's Bubba Army too. That all helps, buddy.
Absolutely. And the last thing I'll say is, dude, I can't really express how much I appreciate you doing shows for us like this, man. Because like my grandfather, he's old now, and he just has COVID for the second time. He's in and out of the hospital like 3 times a month, and he just went back into the hospital and tested positive for COVID. So, I got that going on, and then the stress of getting, gifts and all that stuff for the kids. So when you guys broadcast a show, make me laugh, helps me through my work day. I really appreciate it, man.
All right, Hot Carl, we love you, buddy. Thank you.
All right, take it easy, bro.
Bye now. Here's this podcast. This guy had him on for an hour and 47 minutes.
Yeah, I watched the interview.
And it was shitty, was it not?
Yeah.
I mean, what I would have done, what I would have killed it compared to this guy?
100%.
Don't say that with OJ.
Oh, yeah.
The killer of Ron and Nicole was never found?
Right now, I'm not going to discuss any of that. All right? Yeah, I think that's a pretty obvious question. But I'm not getting in that. I'm not going there. Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I would be like, hey, OJ, I'm not going there. Like, what? I mean, that's just going to upset you and shit. Let's talk about what you're doing, what's going on. How's your kids?
How's that golf game going?
How's your golf game going on, man? You know what? For being as old as you are, you still look good as fuck, buddy.
Why'd you kill Nicole?
I kind of wish I could hear those same guys.
I mean, he looks good as shit, does he not?
He does. He's relaxing.
Teeth on. Look at those fucking Hollywoods.
That's right.
Look at those fucking Hollywoods he's sporting.
You know, it'd been interesting to hear that same.
I mean, that's a big get.
Guys, right? But
yeah, this is a big
that's where it
podcast.
goes.
Are you upset that the killer of Ron and Nicole was never found?
Right now, I'm not going to discuss any of that. All right?
We probably need to take our OJ interview and kind of really cut it up, because remember he described back then he was running a little bit more loose, and I think, Lummy, when we had him on, he kind of described how he was framed and who did it. Did he not?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. We could redo it.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty obvious question. But I'm not getting in that. I'm not going there. Yeah.
Okay. You don't think that they're still out there?
I'm
sitting right here.
All right, all good.
Yeah.
They're fucking nerds. Have zero radio fucking skills. You haven't been to Terre Haute, Grand Rapids, San Antonio, Chicago, Philly, Orlando, fucking Milwaukee, Chicago, Tampa. You haven't done any of that bullshit. You had some guy fucking wire you up something, every couple Shure mics and a fucking lounge upholstered thing. That makes you something fucking big there, buddy.
Yep.
I think we're good, right?
We're good, yeah. OJ, thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
Thank you guys, man.
Thank you.
The only reason he came, they told us 10 times, do not ask anything about the trial. And usually if someone does that, we're like, yeah, we won't ask it. Like, we're always like respectful. It was pretty intimidating.
Does he go to? Do they go to places and do podcasts? Like, it looks like this was like a restaurant lounge setting, right? I mean, it doesn't look like a normal.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like he's at the place where the interview was, based on the kind of the equipment laying around back here, and that's the same background that he had there earlier. It might have been up on stage over here. That looks like to be a mic arm, kind of right there.
I don't know if he had anything in his pockets. We were set up over there, and I was like, yo, I'm way too close to him, straight up.
That's the kind of
You fucking pussy. Get the hell out of here.
guy I am. Is like I would have taken.
Dale Roop and Will Wilson. Love you guys on the Cash App. Thank you so very much for your love and your compassion.
Their podcast YouTube has about 2 million subscribers.
Neil Mount Pleasure 7, Neil Mount Pleasure 15, and Matt Anderson 50 on the Venmo. They have how many?
2 million.
2 million subscribers on YouTube?
On their podcast YouTube. On their main YouTube, they have about 8 million. And then on their backup channel, they have 2 million. And also on their podcast channel, 2 million.
Blitz, did you bring your gun today?
Yeah.
Could you take me out back and fucking put me out of my misery?
Ammo's kind of expensive.
A stabbing or a shot?
Rhett
Get that
will,
question out for the company.
take a coconut to your
Shout
head.
out, full send. No, I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna ask some shit and then I got scared because it's intimidating, bro. Like, yo, bro, did you commit this murder or not? You know, like it's hard to ask that. How'd you feel?
Yeah, so you don't. You just fucking don't. You stupid fuck. I had him in the studio way before you did.
Yeah, bitch.
Fucking idiot, you little bitch.
Bitch boys.
Hello?
Hey, good afternoon, Bubba.
Hey, buddy.
I called you the other day to let you know about the Freedom Factory. I just want to introduce myself. My name's Chase. And it would be awesome to see you go do like one of the events there, like a spectator drag or maybe a Crown Vic race.
I would love that. I've just got to have Cletus, invite me or, I would absolutely love that.
Yeah, I think that'd be wonderful.
I mean, you just got to get word to Cletus that, I'd love to do that, and I could use my YouTube channel, which has, about 61,000 subscribers, and my nationally syndicated radio show, and my Facebook and my podcast and every other thing that I have to promote said event.
For sure.
So I think I do have Cletus's number. I think it'd probably start with maybe a text to him.
Yeah, I don't know. I would do an email. That's all I know. So.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I supposedly have his number, so I might reach out to him. Okay, buddy.
All right. You guys have a great day.
Blitz, that would be great, man. If I got if invited to one of his races.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
He's got them all the time now.
But first, we have some breaking news to report. A Los Angeles jury has found the former movie producer Harvey Weinstein guilty in his rape and sexual assault trial. Prosecutors say
we've gone 3.5 hours, not even fucking thought about coming up for breath.
I've been thinking about pickle
Weinstein
fries.
used his
thinking about pooping?
Pickle fries.
Power in Hollywood to both lure women and assault them. The 70-year-old could face more than 60 years in prison. He's already serving a 23-year sentence in New York for similar charges. He has denied the allegations against him. For more on this, I'm joined by Rachel Fazet. She is co-founder and managing partner of the law firm ZFZ.
Craig Bernstein, $20, Cash App at the Bubba Army. Thank you.
LLP.
Holy fucking.
Rachel, what surprised you or didn't in
I'll
this
tell you what surprised me is how much fucking makeup you got on. Jesus God, tone it down.
verdict?
I think the jury really took their time and they went through each allegation.
By the way, he's got 23 years already in New York.
Oh, she probably won't make it through.
Right.
Really very thoroughly, as there is not.
Blitz, is that actual makeup or is that a filter?
I think the lighting is bad, but
unanimous.
little bit of
There
both.
is not a unanimous verdict on 3 of the women's accounts, and he was only found guilty of 1 of the women's accounts. On there were 3 charges associated with Jane Doe that he was found guilty of, but the other 3 women, all of them were hung, and the hung amounts are not the same. One is 8-4, one is 10-2. So I think they were really back in the jury room looking through each and every detail and discussing each and every count that Harvey Weinstein was charged with here.
And what's the next stage? What's the timeline on being sentenced now that the verdict is in?
The next stage is actually tomorrow. They have to come back and decide whether there's some aggravating factors that might raise the sentencing range as it relates to the 3 charges of which he was found.
Harvey Weinstein found guilty now in L.A. of, telling bitches, hey, you want to star in, Fast and Furious 9? Suck my dick.
Ringo Valentino, $10 cash, PayPal.
Like, there's a lot of people that he did that to.
Guilty.
And what is that?
Don't we have Hogan?
Look, maybe he was on an island.
Don't we have Hogan calling the show and saying that he could have been the next action figure if he not had if he taken the
He
whole.
was getting hit on by a producer. Yes, a Hollywood producer.
You need to find that.
We found it.
Hogan claims Blitz. He actually, you maybe not heard it. He claimed he was going to be the next big action star if he would just would have been the boyfriend of one of these big studio execs. And he ended up, and I think the story goes that he got invited to the guy's house for this big time premiere, and Hogan showed up like 15 minutes late, like Hogan always did. And the guy said, "You will never show up 15 minutes, like fucking cut a promo on him." Is that how it went, Lummy? Something
Pretty
like
much,
that?
yeah.
What does that mean,
Get that one fucking ready to go, okay?
Yes, sir.
Aggravating factors.
I think that there is some allegations as it relates to force, power. Aggravating factors are really just sentence enhancements.
Thanks,
and
Lisa.
here he is now facing 18 to 24 years.
All right, so Blitz, he's 18 to 24 before they throw a mitigator on there. And he's already got 23 in New York.
Aggravating, but yes.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, just clean, he's 18 to 23 or 18 to 24. 18 to 24 clean before they determine if there's a kicker or not. So let's say that they say there is no kicker. You're still 18 to 24.
On these charges.
On these, and you're doing 23 in New York. That's 50. And
if
listen,
they don't let it go concurrent.
And you're already using a fucking walker to get in. That's how fucked up you are.
Yeah, his back's been fucked up for a while.
Based
supposedly.
on the verdict that just came in.
And Rachel,
now is he in prison? He isn't out on bail or nothing, is he? He's fucking locked up, ain't he?
I thought he was serving time in New York, and they
How
had to
does this
fly him over to California for
from
his
the
trial.
previous case in New York? And now what happens? Weinstein's already serving 23 years, so does this get tacked on? How does that math get worked out?
She's got some fucking teeth. Yeah. She could eat an apple through a picket fence.
So 18 years, 24 years, 60 years. At this point, he still has to serve his time in New York. So he's got to finish that 23-year sentence if it's not appealed. And then once he finishes out in New York serving his sentence there.
So, Blitz, they're not doing a concurrent Willie. They're doing an additional Jones. See, she said after he finishes that.
They will move him to a prison facility in California. So really what he has at this point is a life sentence, and everything else just kind of is gravy as compared to that. But New York came first in time, so he's got to serve that sentence first.
Yeah. So.
Okay, more years upon years.
So, Blitz, they're not going to do the whatever you get in L.A., can be ran concurrent because I think it's state versus state. You can only do that if it's interstate, right?
It must be.
Yeah, something like that. I think it's time for us to go.
Yeah, you got a bunch of people hanging out by the cream machine right now.
Oh, did Udi come early?
Yeah.
I told him fucking 3 o'clock.
Has he ever listened to anything?
I thought I had a chance to go do something.
Yeah, there's a big inspection going on right now.
All right, great. Facebook, YouTube. I don't know, but there's going to be
FYI, I uploaded the Yule log thing and scheduled for 8 tonight, just so that you can go in and you can change it.
On Facebook?
On Facebook.
For real?
Yeah. Rhett cut it down a little more, and I was able to upload it.
I love you.
So go in and change it however you need, but it's up there.
If we weren't on vacation, I'd be giving you the strap right now. I know you don't want it.
Definitely not.
Not from Dr. Dan.
Tomorrow I'll be back at 10 o'clock. I don't know how long it's going to last. It's I'm Right, You're Wrong with Hatley and the Babyface. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and to our Facebook channel at The Bubba Army, and we'll go live and do some pop-up stuff over there. And also our podcast as well. Anywhere you get your podcasting, just search Bubba Army Podcast. PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App open 24/7. You just are hanging out and you're like, I want to send Bubba like $5, 7 o'clock on a Friday. Boom. Appreciate you. That's how we keep shit rolling around here. Have a very Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, the New Year's Eve kicker. Love you all a lot.